The school's genius beauty queen just publicly demanded a breakup with him. Unexpectedly, it immediately triggered a system notification. Option 1. Reject. Reward. Supreme cultivation base. But you must endure 3 years of cold ridicule. Option 2. Accept. Reward. Sword God system. Not only will it instantly heal your current foundation injuries, but it will also awaken the heaven-defying supreme sword body. He looked at the choices before him. He smiled with relief. Even a fool would know what to choose. The moment he confirmed, a surge of unparalleled energy frantically flooded into his body. In the next moment, he went from a cripple with broken meridians to a useless person jumping straight to the 5-star Chi blood realm. One must know that among the candidates for this martial arts exam, the one with the highest cultivation is only at the 3-star Chi blood realm. This was truly complete domination. But before he could even rejoice, Lu Qingxian's astonished voice rang in his ears. She completely didn't expect him to agree so decisively. She had thought he would definitely beg miserably, try every way to please her, so she could take the opportunity to force him to transfer the house to her name, thereby squeezing out his final value. But she didn't expect the result to be this. So Lu Qingxian flew into a rage. No way. You don't intend to hold me back at all? What exactly are our 2 years of feelings in your eyes? Hearing this, he looked completely indifferent. Hold back what? This brain-dead thing. Women only affect the speed at which I draw my sword. Seeing him turn a leaf, Lu Qingxian froze for a moment. But less than a second later, she started spouting shocking words. Su Qin, as long as you are willing to hold me back a little, transfer your house to me. Maybe I'll consider not breaking up. 2 years of feelings. I can't bear to part with them either. As soon as Lu Qingxian said these words, everyone around was stunned. At first, they thought Lu Qingxian had a change of heart, that she wanted to be a decent person. Unexpectedly, she was waiting right here, demanding he transfer the house to her. Truly thick-skinned. Nowadays, even beggars don't bother to hide it anymore. He didn't bother to look at Lu Qingxian, because looking at her for one more second would make him nauseous. Silence. Just at this moment, a voice like rolling thunder rang out, drowning out all other sounds. Looking in the direction of the sound, a middle-aged man was standing on a high platform, announcing, "The martial arts exam scores are out. Next, we will conduct the talent test. After completion, you can register for the martial arts university you desire." Hearing this, he finally stopped walking. He almost forgot about this. Next, reading names according to the school list. Those called, please come up. First, number 1 high school. Su Qin. Hearing this, he was slightly stunned, a bit surprised. But then he calmly walked up to the platform. Watching him walk up, the expressions of everyone below were complicated. Everyone knew his talent was very good, but they also knew his foundation had been damaged. His cultivation was lost. But just as their thoughts formed, in the very next moment, a storm of sword chi condensed around him, and the sky became dense with dark clouds and rolling thunder. Sensing this terrifying storm of sword chi, all the teachers and students present were shocked to the point of retreating continuously, their faces full of horror. Even the Minister of Culture and other leaders immediately stood up, pupils constricting. This is a heavenly phenomenon. A talent test triggering a heavenly phenomenon? Something that only exists in legends appeared right before their eyes. He didn't know what was happening, but entered an indescribably mysterious state. In just a few breaths, a beam of sword light shot straight into the sky, tearing through the dark clouds. In midair, a phantom of an immortal appeared. One sword opens the heavenly gate. This terrifying scene shocked the minds of countless people in Luo City. At the same time, deep in the forest outside Luo City, a figure in white flying on a sword also stopped in astonishment. Sword, immortal phantom? Could it be that a kendo genius has been born? The figure in white muttered to himself and disappeared on the spot the next second. A moment later, the phenomenon in the sky suddenly turned into a stream of spiritual light. It entered his body. The sky immediately cleared up. Comfortable. He couldn't help but exhale. Then turning around, he saw countless eyes fixed on him. Everyone's expression was exaggerated to the extreme. Didn't they say Su Qin's foundation was damaged? What the hell is this? Heavenly phenomenon. This is a talent that only exists in legends. In the future, he will definitely become a saint. As for Lu Qingxian, she was dumbfounded and speechless for a long time. He could actually trigger a heavenly phenomenon. How terrifying is this talent? She naturally knew that in her heart. But so what if the talent is good? His foundation is damaged. It cannot be recovered. He can no longer cultivate. These words seemed to wake up the people around. They all frowned. If that's the case, it's truly a pity. The Minister of Culture, standing in front of him, naturally thought of this too. No matter how good your talent is, future achievements will be limited, unless a saint intervenes or there's a beast king's heart. Otherwise, it is basically impossible to cure. But just as this thought flashed through the minister's mind, he was immediately slapped in the face by reality. Someone spoke up. Su-Chen, I am a teacher from the admissions office of Qingzhou University. Are you willing to join our Qingzhou University? Someone else cut in. What is Qingzhou University? I am from Capital University. After enrollment, we will invite a King Realm expert in the academy to intervene, to find a way to restore your foundation injury. In an instant, people from the admissions offices of major universities disregarded their dignity, surrounding him and fighting over him. Only the people from Imperial University remained unmoved, because they still had many geniuses to nurture. They couldn't waste a large amount of resources to gamble. But for other first-tier universities, he was still an extremely precious seedling. If they could recover his injury, their university might have hope of upgrading to an Imperial University in the future. Seeing the famous schools frantically fighting for him, Lu Qingxian's face became ugly. Clearly, her martial arts exam results were so good, yet she still couldn't compare to him. Facing the invitations from first-tier universities, he smiled faintly and chose Luo City Technical College immediately. Luo City Technical College, ranking quite low, because just now, the system displayed a notification. Just choose Luo City Technical College and receive a divine weapon. It is no exaggeration to say, looking across all of Huaxia, there are only 2 divine weapons. Now, just a simple choice can get a heaven-defying divine weapon. Even a fool knows what to choose. However, contrary to his thoughts, everyone in the martial arts square was dumbfounded. So many first-tier universities fighting for him, even offering all kinds of conditions. Yet he chose a low-ranking technical school? The Minister of Culture and the principal of No. 1 Martial Arts High School were both stunned. Then their expressions changed drastically. The principal hurriedly said, Su-Chun, don't talk nonsense. With your talent, only by entering a first-tier university can you perform at your best. Don't joke with your future. The Minister of Culture also advised. That's right, Su-Chun. Don't act recklessly. Consider it carefully. Hearing this, his eyes became even more determined. I have thought it through. I choose Luo City Technical College. After speaking, without waiting for everyone to refute, he walked straight to the principal of Luo City Technical College. Seeing this scene, Lu Qingxian felt a little gloating in her heart. She couldn't help but sneer and say, it seems you have some self-awareness, knowing you're not worthy of entering a famous school, only suitable for a pile of trash. The principal of Luo City Technical College heard this and retorted, little girl, watch your mouth. My Luo City Technical College, at its peak, once suppressed even the Imperial University. Half of the martial arts universities in Huaxia combined couldn't match my Luo City Technical College. If it weren't for, the old man's face changed slightly at this point. He didn't continue. He turned to him. Su-Chun, have you thought it through? The conditions they offered. My Luo City Technical College. He didn't wait for the old man to finish, directly interrupting. Then, under everyone's astonished gaze, he signed his name on the application form. Seeing this, the old principal immediately looked up to the sky and laughed. From now on, you are a student of Luo City Technical College. Just at this moment, the system notification sounded again. Congratulations, host, on receiving the ancient divine weapon. Dragon Abyss Sword. Mission activated. Enter the abyss beneath Luo City Technical College. Kill 100 alien races. Can receive an upgrade to the Kendo physique. The system voice rang out. He smiled slightly. Witnessing this scene, the admissions teachers from other schools said nothing more. Turning to leave, the people from Imperial University sneered even more, shaking their heads, not bothering to care anymore. What's the use of good talent? Foundation damaged. Cannot cultivate. Destined to be trash. Lu Qingxian spoke up to mock again. Su-Chun, I thought your standards were high. Who knew you would choose Luo City Technical College? Truly embarrassing. Oh right, I know. You surely want to use this method to attract my attention, right? I agreed to be with you before simply because of your family background. Who would have thought you were a bastard child? Your mother was also... Result. Before Lu Qingxian could finish her sentence, she felt a powerful force slam into her face. Her body flew straight out. Fresh blood and teeth flew out at the same time. He roared, his voice carrying terrifying killing intent like a beast about to go mad. Say one more word. Toxic. Seeing this scene, everyone around was completely stunned. Who would have expected something like this to happen? But this Lu Qingxian is truly too shameless. You dare hit me? You won't die. Lu Qingxian stood up, anger rising to the sky. In the very next second, she rushed straight forward to attack, aiming for his vitals. She was at the peak of the 2-star Qi blood realm, about to break through to 3-star. Among the many martial arts candidates, she was also top tier. What is a piece of trash like you rely on? However, sensing the attack Lu Qingxian was so proud of, he laughed. Then he brought his fingers together. A beam of sword Qi suddenly shot out, tearing through the wind, rushing straight towards Lu Qingxian. Seeing this scene, Lu Qingxian was scared silly. No way. He really wants to kill me? But just as the sword Qi was about to touch her forehead, a stream of spiritual light flashed by, blocking his sword Qi. So young, yet so vicious. The person who acted was Lung Mingxiu, admissions teacher of Galaxy University. Cultivation at the Marquis realm. She valued Lu Qingxian very much. How could she watch Lu Qingxian be killed? Lung Mingxiu said coldly. Lu Qingxian is already a student of our Galaxy University. Acting against her will be considered declaring war on Galaxy University. Huh. Old Principal Meng Qian also stepped out, shielding him. Laughing, he said, then according to your words, if you act against Su Chun, I must also consider you declaring war on Luo City Technical College. Lung Mingxiu snapped. Meng Qian, don't be unreasonable. Heh, I'm just following your logic, and now it's unreasonable? These so-called first-tier universities. Are you imperial schools all this disgusting? Old Meng Qian was not afraid at all, continuing to speak bluntly. I'll make it clear here today. If you dare touch a single hair on Su Chun, I will immediately call the people of Luo City Technical College to fight you to the death. Meng Qian's hooligan attitude made Lung Mingxiu fume with anger. Our Galaxy University is not afraid of your Luo City Technical College. However, just as Lung Mingxiu finished speaking, a light laugh was heard. You are all getting on in years. Why is your temper still so big? In the very next second, under everyone's confused gaze, a figure in white appeared in front of him, looking at him with a refined expression. Gentle, sword heavenly king. Meng Qian recognized the person in front of him, immediately crying out in surprise. This person is a true martial king. Moreover, one of the 36 heavenly kings of Huaxia. Sword heavenly king. It could be said, his swordsmanship is #1 in Huaxia. Why appear here now? Those present, including Lung Mingxiu, also recognized the sword heavenly king. After the shock, they hurriedly bowed respectfully. However, the sword heavenly king ignored these people and grabbed his hand, using spiritual power to check. He discovered that his foundation injury was indeed very serious. But vaguely, there seemed to be a power suppressing that injury. Moreover, he clearly sensed that his cultivation was at the 5-star Qi blood realm. This cultivation is not low for his age. Sure enough, the foundation is damaged. The sword heavenly king frowned tightly looking at him, continuing, but a beast king's heart can heal your injury. With the resources of Imperial University or these first-tier universities, they can find a beast king's heart for you. The sword heavenly king's meaning was very clear. He really didn't understand why he chose Luo City Technical College. He replied, I know, but I don't need it. He didn't say much. He couldn't say he had a system. All right, hearing this, the sword heavenly king shook his head helplessly, then said seriously again, half a year later, if your foundation injury cannot recover, I will personally find a beast king's heart to restore it for you. The sword heavenly king's words shocked everyone present. The sword heavenly king valued him this much? Not hesitating to personally find a beast king's heart for him? Momentarily, those first-tier universities regretted it a little. If they had known earlier that the sword heavenly king would help, they would have obtained a genius who could trigger a heavenly phenomenon. But now it was too late to regret. He was already a member of Luo City Technical College. The Sword Heavenly King's next words terrified everyone present even more. I have loved Kendo since I was young. Are you willing to become sworn brothers with me? Good heavens! When the Sword Heavenly King finished speaking, even he was stunned. What does this mean? Sworn brothers? The Minister of Culture and the admissions teachers nearby were completely dumbfounded. That is the Sword Heavenly King, the strongest existence in the Martial King realm. Yet actually, under everyone's astonished gaze, the Sword Heavenly King smiled lightly. Haha, originally I intended to take you as a disciple. But looking at it now, I seem unqualified to be your teacher. Your Kendo talent surpasses mine. You have your own path of Kendo. If I teach you, I'm afraid it will delay your future. When the Sword Heavenly King's laughter rang out, everyone in the martial arts square was deeply impacted by these words in their souls. For them, let alone a heavenly king, just a martial king willing to accept them as a disciple would be the highest honor, enough to write a separate page in the family genealogy. Yet when it came to him, the heavenly king personally said he wasn't worthy to be his teacher. Just how heaven-defying is his talent? But actually, the Sword Heavenly King also had his own calculations. One was because his talent was too terrifying. In the future, he would definitely become a peak powerhouse, even hoping to break through to become a saint, stepping into the legendary realm. He wanted to ensure he could grow smoothly. In other words, he wanted to be his Tao protector. Two was because the Sword Heavenly King truly valued him, wanted to nurture someone who could surpass him on the path of Kendo. After his shock, he replied somewhat embarrassedly, I'm just a brat in the Chi blood realm. I'm afraid I'll tarnish the Sword Heavenly King's reputation. Hearing this, the Sword Heavenly King laughed loudly. Your future achievements will not be below mine, saying that is looking down on yourself a bit. He smiled helplessly. Only then did he speak up. Then thank you, Sword Heavenly King, for your high regard. My real name is Lu Wushuang. In the future, you can just call me Big Brother Lu. Consider this a meeting gift I'm giving you. Saying that, a storage ring appeared in the Sword Heavenly King's hand. He stuffed it into his hand. This is a priceless treasure. And inside the storage ring, there's a large amount of cultivation resources. He cupped his fists in thanks. Thank you, Big Brother Lu. He himself was a bit dazed, confusedly gaining a Heavenly King Big Brother. Won't he be able to walk sideways when going out in the future? Like Lung Meng Xiu just now. Even if he slapped her a few times, she would probably have to endure it. Thinking of this, he couldn't help but chuckle. Then he heard the Sword Heavenly King speak up. Little Xiu, let this matter pass. You're not a child anymore. Why cause trouble with a young person? Hearing this, Lung Mingqiu could only nod continuously. This matter was my fault. Seeing this, he laughed inwardly. This is strength. If the Sword Heavenly King hadn't come, who knows what tricks this old woman would have pulled. Lu Qingxian stood behind Lung Mingqiu. Her heart was burning with anger, staring at him resentfully. Clearly he had such talent and ability. Why didn't he tell her? If he had said it earlier, she wouldn't have stood up to demand a breakup just now. Now it's great. Turns out the one acting like a clown all this time was herself, and he has now become an existence she cannot reach. It's all his fault. 2 years of feelings, yet he still hid this from her. In the end, it's all his fault. Just as Lu Qingxian prepared to step forward to vent her anger, the hall master of the Luo City Martial Hall spoke first. Broter Su Chen. I am Luo Tianhe, hall master of the Luo City Martial Hall. I wonder if Brother Su Chen is willing to join our martial hall? Of course, the martial hall doesn't require you to do anything. Just holding an idle position is fine. Every year, the martial hall will pay you 100 million yuan in remuneration, along with elder-level treatment. As soon as these words were spoken, the people around were even more astonished, shocked to the point of speechlessness. One must know, to join the martial hall as an elder, one needs to have a cultivation of 6-star Marquis realm or above, and he is currently only at the 5-star Chi blood realm, several major realms apart. Everyone could see this was the martial hall trying to curry favor with him. Luo Tianhe finished speaking and didn't give him a chance to refuse, directly stuffing a card and a token into his hand. He said, then it's decided. Brother Su, if you have time, drop by the martial hall to sit. His mouth twitched. Sure enough, one still has to make oneself valuable. This principle doesn't change anywhere. Seeing this scene, The surrounding students didn't know what to say anymore. Their hearts were infinitely shocked. They could only stare blankly at him, envying in their hearts. Why can't I even compare to a single hair on his head? Lu Qingxian felt even more uncomfortable. Originally, he thought the Sword Heavenly King becoming sworn brothers was absurd enough. Now he immediately became an elder of the martial hall. It is no exaggeration to say his current starting point is already the destination that many people after graduation, or even after a lifetime of effort, cannot reach. Lu Qingxian's expression was complicated. Not exactly regret, just feeling she broke up too early. But 2 years of feelings. He liked me so much. I don't believe he can let go so quickly. So, she started her shocking speech again. Suchun, I admit I was a bit loud just now. Actually, I was just confused for a moment, committing a mistake that any girl could make. I have always liked you. Let's make up, okay? Speaking up to here, Lu Qingxian immediately put on a pitiful look. If you don't believe me, I can let you hold my hand. Hearing Lu Qingxian's words, not only him, but even the other students felt itchy. Just how thick must this person's face be to say such words? Even Meng Qian, who had lived for many years, felt he couldn't handle it. What the hell is this? Suchun glanced at Lu Qingxian, only feeling nauseous. At the same time, he felt the original owner was truly blind. Or was he so hungry he wouldn't like this thing? Still thinks she's the pleasant goat, great emperor of the original owner? Thinking too much. In the very next moment, under Lu Qingxian's astonished gaze, he threw a punch straight into her face. Lu Qingxian's face, which was already slightly swollen, swelled up like a pig's head. However, he didn't stop there. Instead, he rushed up and punched and kicked wildly. Lu Qingxian had absolutely no strength to fight back, beaten to the brink of death. If Meng Qian hadn't held him back, worried he would actually beat Lu Qingxian to death and invite trouble, he really would have killed her. What the hell? He spat a mouthful of saliva. Chasing Laozi for so long, still treating Laozi as a simp? Are you worthy? This time, Lung Mengxiu didn't rush up to stop him. He now had the Sword Heavenly King backing him. Even if the principal of their Galaxy University came, he would have to show respect. Sword Heavenly King. Everyone around seeing this scene only felt gloating in their hearts. Truly satisfying. He did what they didn't dare to do. The Minister of Culture also stepped forward to take Lu Qingxian away. The matter was considered over. The test continued, but he no longer had the interest to watch. This matter no longer concerned him. The urgent task now was to quickly go hunt 100 beasts to receive the Sword God bloodline. Only then could he restore his foundation injury. With his current 5-star Qi Blood Realm cultivation, combined with the divine Weapon Dragon Abyss Sword. As long as he didn't go deep into the beast forest or encounter sea of Qi Realm beasts, the problem wasn't big. Seeing him intending to leave again, Meng Qian also felt itchy. He hadn't told him about the enrollment yet. He hurriedly said, the enrollment time for Luo City Technical College is next Monday. At that time, there will be a test, requiring you to avoid the pursuit of senior students. The final ranking will relate to the cultivation resources you can receive at Luo City Technical College later. Meng Qian said, while handing him a badge of Luo City Technical College. 1 week later, bring this badge to Luo Mountain on the outskirts of the city. He took the badge, nodded and left straight away, entering the forest in the suburbs. Since 1,000 years ago, when the dimensional space collided, spiritual energy on the blue planet recovered. Many wild beasts, even poultry mutated, becoming beasts on the blue planet. Thinking like this, he suddenly stopped walking, because in front appeared a black scorpion half the height of a person, 3 meters long. This was a poison scorpion, 3-star Qi Blood Realm, extremely toxic. Even a sea of Qi Realm beasts stung by would find it hard to resist this terrifying toxicity. The poison scorpion obviously saw him too, cold eyes staring, slowly approaching. He didn't hesitate either, drew his sword and slashed immediately. A storm of sword Qi condensed in an instant. The poison scorpion sensed mortal danger. Wanted to dodge, but obviously it was too late. Sword light flashed past, leaving a 3-foot deep groove on the ground, and the poison scorpion's body was cut in half. Falling down, the first one, he smiled, seemed smooth, intending to step forward to collect the poison scorpion's corpse. But in the very next second, he felt a chill hit him. Hurriedly turning around, he saw countless poison scorpions densely appearing. They had already surrounded him. His expression changed slightly. Sensing the strongest poison scorpion among them already had a cultivation of 6-star Chi Blood Realm, and the weakest was 2-star Chi Blood Realm. A lineup like this, it is no exaggeration to say that even an 8-star Chi Blood Realm cultivator, even 9-star, could only temporarily avoid it. But now he couldn't escape even if he wanted to. Poison scorpions were everywhere on all 4 sides. Good. Just in time to test the terror of a heaven rank martial skill. Words just fell. Terrifying sword chi shot into the sky. Carefree sword art, first form. Sword light flashed past. The surroundings immediately became quiet again. This sword, besides the 6-star scorpion, at least more than 40 other poison scorpions were killed. This was merely the power of one sword from him. He was a little surprised in his heart, then immediately ecstatic. Truly a heaven rank martial skill. Just entering the beginner stage is already so terrifying. If cultivated to great perfection, how strong would it be? Thinking for a moment, he shifted his gaze to the remaining scorpions, shouted coldly, and swung his sword to slash. Just like that, he killed all the poison scorpions present, killing a total of 87. Still 13 short of completing the mission, receiving the sword god bloodline. On the way, he killed whatever beast he encountered, very quickly slashing another 12 beasts. Among them was even an 8-star Chi Blood Realm wolf beast. In other words, he was now only 1 beast short of 100. Roar! Just at this moment, an earth-shattering roar rang out, followed by the sound of fighting. He paused for a moment, face full of joy. Isn't this it coming right now? He almost didn't hesitate, rushing towards the direction of the sound. Very quickly, he saw a large black gorilla fighting with a girl. The girl's cultivation was only 4-star Chi Blood Realm, while the black gorilla already had a cultivation of 9-star Chi Blood Realm. Almost a crushing state. Sure enough, as expected, the girl was quickly sent flying by a punch, spitting out a mouthful of fresh blood. The gorilla beat its chest a few times, then rushed straight towards the girl. Seeing this scene, a trace of panic flashed in the girl's eyes. Could it be that I have to lose my life here today? Just finished a martial arts exam, still intending to go out and temper myself, unexpectedly encountering a 9-star Chi Blood Realm beast. But just as the gorilla's fist was about to land, a beam of sword light suddenly shot over. The gorilla's reaction was extremely fast. It actually managed to dodge dangerously, but an ancient tree as thick as a water jar beside it snapped in half with the sound of the sword. The gorilla was forced back. In the very next second, he directly executed the carefree sword art. One sword slashed off the gorilla's head. Fresh blood splattered everywhere. The gorilla's corpse fell down. He directly collected its corpse. A 9-star Chi Blood Realm beast corpse could still sell for a good price. Detected host has killed 100 beasts. Received sword god bloodline. Considering the host's excellent performance, rewarding host with an additional piece of innate sword bone. Does the host choose to fuse? Fuse. He chose directly without hesitation. In the very next second, he felt a warmth in his chest. His foundation injury had completely recovered. But it didn't stop there. A spiritual light flashed. Chi blood surged. He felt his Chi blood stats frantically skyrocketing to 100. At the same time, directly reaching the 6-star Chi Blood Realm. Not far away, the girl from before still hadn't recovered her senses. The 9-star Chi Blood Realm beast that chased her all the way was killed so easily. The key is that the person who killed it only had a cultivation of 6-star Chi Blood Realm, only 2 realms higher than her. Thank you, young master, for saving my life. I wonder what young master's name is. So that after returning to Luo City, he replied, Suchen. No need for thanks. After speaking, he intended to leave. Just as he prepared to leave, a series of hurried footsteps approached. Fanine, are you okay? Where is the beast chasing you? The man leading seemed not to see him, rushing straight over, pushing him aside. I'm Fine. It was he who saved me. Luo Fanine looked towards him and said, her eyes still lingering on him, not leaving. The man keenly noticed this, raised his head to look at him, frowned slightly, then sneered. He said, Ha! Ya Montak Feng. Thank you, brother, for saving Luo Fanine. Fanine and I grew up together. If Fanine was hurt even a little, I would be very heartbroken, Mo Feng said while looking at him. But I see brother only has a cultivation of 6-star Chi Blood Realm. I wonder how you saved Fanine? Mo Feng's words carried a bit of disdain and suspicion, causing him to frown. Clearly Mo Feng was doubting his strength. Montauk Feng, what do you mean? Not waiting for him to speak, Luo Fanyin spoke up first, coldly questioning. Suqin Sabdme, what do you mean by saying that? Suspecting him? Hearing Luo Fanyin's angry voice, Montauk Feng smiled lightly. Fanyin, aren't I worried about you? Your status is illustrious. Hard to avoid people wanting to intentionally approach you. He looked at Mo Feng with a speechless expression. Just felt this guy's brain was probably not normal. If you're weak, train more. Don't suspect others all day long, okay? After speaking, he intended to leave. Truly unlucky. Today disgusted by Lu Qingxian once. Unexpectedly disgusted by this thing again. Truly, scumbags exist every year. This year there are especially many. Mo Feng blocked him. Stand still. Did I let you go? If you don't explain clearly to me today, don't dream of leaving. Mo Feng directly blocked his path. Then released his 3-star C of Qi realm cultivation, pressing towards him. He also got angry. Are you sure you want to block me? Originally saved Luo Fanyin out of kindness. Yet slandered by this plague god. Too unreasonable. Montauk Feng sneered. I'm blocking you, so what? I am 3-star C of Qi realm, and you're just a piece of trash. 6-star Qi blood realm, that's all. Could it be you can still fight me? Next second, a slap sounded. The person who acted was not him, but Luo Fanyin. She asked angrily. Montauk Feng, what do you mean? What do you mean trash? 6-star Qi blood realm? I am only at the 4-star Qi blood realm. According to your words, am I not even worse than trash? Luo Fanyin said with an angry voice. Clearly she was truly angry. Someone kindly saved her, resulting in being slandered by Mo Feng. If this matter spreads out, what face would she have left? Montauk Feng hurriedly explained. No, I wasn't talking about you. Fanyin, I said he is trash. I really didn't mean you. But Luo Fanyin didn't want to pay attention to him anymore, directly pushing Mo Feng away, stepping up to pull his hand, intending to leave. Seeing this, Mo Feng gritted his teeth in anger. He had always liked Luo Fanyin, but Luo Fanyin never gave him chance. Now, she actively held his hand right in front of him. It was even more of a fatal blow. Thinking of this, a pitch-black long saber appeared in Mo Feng's hand, aiming straight at him. As a disciple of the martial hall master, when had he ever been looked down upon in this Luo city? Even elders of some aristocratic families had to be polite when meeting him. In addition, he himself was at the 3-star C of Qi realm. Having 3-star C of Qi realm cultivation at this age could barely be considered a genius. He sneered. So what if you're the disciple of the martial hall master? Words just fell. He raised his hand and slashed with a sword. Sword Qi crisscrossed, carrying unparalleled sword intent. Sensing his exquisite swordsmanship, Mo Feng was horrified in his heart, suppressed to the point of retreating continuously, constantly defending and dodging. Couldn't even attack. Mo Feng's face was slightly pale, unable to hold on, gritted his teeth and asked, damn it, who exactly are you? There's never been a kendo expert like you in Luo City. He replied, Luo City Technical College. Suqin, Luo City Technical College? When he reported his identity, not only Mo Feng, but even Luo Fanyin was stunned. Originally thought he came from a first-tier university. Result, they completely didn't expect it to be an academy ranked last in Huaxia. Mo Feng asked, why have I never heard that Luo City Technical College has someone like you? He smiled lightly. Maybe it's because I haven't completed the enrollment procedures yet. I just finished the martial arts exam. The dragon abyss in his hand let out a clear cry. Vaguely, the sound of a dragon roar rang out. He continued, 3-star C of Qi realm, yet your strength is only this much. I am indeed a bit disappointed. Originally intended to test the gap between myself and the C of Qi realm, but didn't expect Mo Feng to be so weak. Mo Feng's expression was unnatural. Your mouth is quite sharp too. If they were the same age, his current 6-star Qi blood realm cultivation wouldn't count for much. But if it's a 6-star Qi blood realm who just finished the martial arts exam, then that is an extremely terrifying existence. One must know until now, the highest record in all of Luo City was only 5-star Qi blood realm. Yet he broke this record. But why would such a genius join Luo City Technical College? This talent is enough to compete for Imperial University. The expressions of Mo Feng and Luo Fanyin were extremely shocked. The more they thought, the more unbelievable it seemed. He didn't care at all, directly executing the carefree sword art. The tricky and ruthless swordsmanship made it impossible for Mo Feng to grasp his sword path. A beam of sword light flashed past. Mo Feng fell to the ground. The pain made him scream and roll around continuously. If he hadn't reacted in time, this one sword was enough to kill him. Luo Fanyin opened her eyes wide, face full of disbelief. Qi Blood Realm actually defeated Sea of Qi Realm? Such a battle record spreading out would be enough to make him famous throughout Luo City. Even all of Huaxia. But she didn't know that. His name had already shaken all of Luo City. He shrugged, said to Mo Feng, "If you're weak, train more. Should go back to the city. Today's harvest is not bad." He glanced at the sky. The sun had completely set. If he didn't go, waiting for it to get dark. After speaking, he ignored Luo Fanyin. Left first. Luo Fanyin paused for a moment, then chased after him again. Mo Feng, lying on the ground, was helped up by someone. Looking at the direction, he left with venomous eyes. Luo City Technical College, right? I don't care who you are. Messing with me. Consider yourself unlucky. Back to the martial hall first. Master loves Fanyin the most. If Master knows there's a nameless brat with bad intentions approaching Fanyin, very quickly, he arrived at the martial hall. This is the largest gathering place for martial artists in all of Luo City. Not only can you buy anything you want, but you can also sell any resources in your hand. Killing so many beasts, he collected the beast corpses precisely to come here and sell them for a good price. Although he still had a villa left by his parents and a cold 40 million yuan in his hand. But this little money was truly insignificant for a martial artist cultivation. Just a few low-level pills or spiritual medicines cost several 100,000 yuan or more. Better ones are all over 1 million. Even tens of millions. Later cultivation becomes extremely expensive. His parents had died early on the alien battlefield during the alien invasion 4 years ago. The second floor is mainly where beast corpses are purchased. Luo Fanyin had been following him all along. Seeming to guess his intention, she started to actively introduce. A staff member in the shop immediately welcomed them. Does little brother want to sell some beast corpses? At the same time outside, Mo Feng and his 2 companions finally returned to the martial hall. Mo Feng had been simply bandaged to stop the bleeding. Watching him and Luo Fanyin enter a shop, Mo Feng gave an order, ordering his subordinate, "Tell the owner of that shop for me. Suppress the price hard. Keep them there. I'm going to find Master now." After speaking, Mo Feng was supported by someone, leaving whilst limping. Inside the shop, when he took out a pile of poisoned scorpion corpses, the sales staff was immediately dumbfounded, looking at him with astonished eyes. Although the cultivation realm of this poison scorpion species is not high, but they are animals that live in groups and have extremely strong toxins in their bodies. Even Sea of Qi realm powerhouses, even Grandmaster realm experts hit by this poison cannot dissolve it. Yet he brought so many poisoned scorpion corpses. It seems they were just killed not long ago. After the staff counted, there are a total of 99 poisoned scorpion corpses here. Roughly calculated, it's over 40 million yuan. In other words, he went out for a day and earned more than the money his parents left behind. Thinking of this, he was overjoyed, directly taking out the corpse of the 9-star Qi Blood Realm Black Gorilla. Seeing this scene, the sales staff was even more shocked. He could sense that his cultivation was only 6-star Qi Blood Realm. How could he kill so many beasts? Could it be picked up? But that's not important. The staff said, "Please wait a moment. The amount involved in this batch of goods is quite large. I need to report to the boss for him to appraise the price." No need to appraise anymore. Just as the staff's voice fell, a deep voice rang out. He looked up and saw a pot-bellied middle-aged man, holding a pipe, smoking while walking over. These things don't need appraising anymore. Just leave them here. You two can go. The staff didn't understand. Asked boss, "What do you mean?" The boss glared at him. "Are you a pig? Do you have a brain? They're so young. Cultivation is only 6-star Qi Blood Realm. How could they kill so many poisoned scorpions and beasts? Even Sea of Qi Realm martial artists would find it hard to do. Let alone, there is also a 9-star Qi Blood Realm beast. So there is only one truth. That is, the two of them stole someone else's fruits of labor." He was truly speechless. Why did it suddenly turn into him stealing someone else's fruits? But when he saw a person in black sneaking around outside, it was the guy following behind Mo phone just now. He immediately understood. He immediately questioned. Boss, do you have evidence for saying that? The boss sneered. Ha, evidence? What evidence do you want? If you don't leave, I will report to law enforcement. Besides, what evidence do you have to prove these beasts were killed by you? The boss seemed certain he could eat him, laughing coldly. Hearing this, he didn't want to say much, intending to take back the beast corpses and leave. But the boss blocked him. Leave the things here. I will notify the person who lost them to claim them. He asked, You mean you know who the person who lost them is? Don't mind calling them over for me to meet and see. The boss waved his hand. This is not something you can meet. Get out quickly, the old man said, intending to chase him and Luo Fanning away. Luo Fanning immediately got angry. Who the hell are you to dare chase me away? And you want to embezzle the beast my friend killed? Believe it or not, The boss shouted. Believe you what? Who the hell are you? Get the hell out of here for me. Otherwise, don't blame me for being impolite. Luo Fanning was so angry her lungs were about to explode. My father is the hall master of the martial hall. Dare to talk back to me one more time and see. The boss was disdainful. You are Hall Master Luo's daughter? Ha! I'm even his father. Get out quickly, the boss shouted angrily. Call the martial hall guard team. Preparing to kick him and Luo Fanning out. He received instructions from Mo phone. If the woman in front of him was really Hall Master Luo's daughter, wouldn't Mo phone, a disciple of Hall Master Luo, know? However, facing dozens of guards, he sneered, then calmly took out a token. This was the token Luo Tianhe personally gave him, representing the position of elder of the martial hall. Result, the boss saw it and snatched it directly, throwing it hard on the ground. Damn it, still dare to impersonate a martial hall elder? This time it's not just a matter of chasing you away. One impersonating Hall Master Luo's daughter. One impersonating a martial hall elder. If I don't drag you two before Hall Master Luo, I don't need to do business here anymore. Do it. Drag these two who don't know life from death to Hall Master Luo and wait for punishment. As soon as the boss finished speaking, people from the law enforcement team surrounded him. Seeing this, the follower of Mo Feng outside changed his expression. He only told the boss to target him. He didn't say to touch Luo Fanning too. Luo Fanning is the Hall Master's daughter, with the Hall Master's nature of spoiling his daughter like his life. If he knew his daughter was touched, wouldn't he kill him? But now he didn't know what to do either. Could only hurriedly go report to Mo Feng. The people of the law enforcement team all had Sea of Qi realm cultivation, rushing to surround him, launching attacks without hesitation. He swept his eyes coldly. Dragon Abyss in hand slashed out. Sword Qi immediately surged. Countless sword lights flowed, carrying sharp aura to block. The sound of fighting attracted countless people's attention. For so many years, this is the first time they've seen someone dare to cause trouble in the martial hall. Truly a newborn calf, not afraid of tiger. The headquarters of the martial hall has a venerable backing it. Even if a martial king comes, they must follow the rules. Kids these days are truly bold. It's Su Chun, not far away. Lung Mingxiu and Lu Qingxian passed by. Seeing this scene, they were also stunned. They didn't expect the person fighting and causing trouble in the martial hall to be him. The brat with damaged foundation who joined Luo City Technical College. Lung Mingxiu looked astonished, sensing his cultivation had already reached the 6-star Qi blood realm. But isn't his foundation damaged? Can't cultivate? Today at the martial arts square, his cultivation was only 5-star Qi blood realm. This is not the key point. The important thing is he is now fighting with the law enforcement team. The law enforcement team members are all Sea of Qi realm cultivation. Among them, the leader even has 5-star Sea of Qi realm cultivation. Yet such a lineup couldn't take down a 6-star Qi blood realm person. Lung Mingxiu's face was shocked, amazed endlessly. Those who can fight across levels are all geniuses of a region. Can be called ghost talents. But him right now? Damn it. Not just fighting across levels, but fighting across levels against several people and still not falling into a disadvantage. Lu Qingxian naturally noticed him too. Her face was cold as ice, but carried endless resentment. She was humiliated by him like that today. How could she swallow this anger? True, she demanded the breakup first. But can this matter be blamed on her? She just wanted a better life. What's wrong? Moreover, She already apologized to him. Yet he was ungrateful, refusing to forgive her. Truly a scumbag. Lu Qingxian said coldly. Idiot. Daring to cause trouble in the martial hall. Really think Hall Master Luo values him that much? She gloated in her heart, just hoping he gets beaten to death in the martial hall. Carefree sword art, first form. He shouted inwardly. Sword light suddenly shot out. The next moment, powerful sword chi directly knocked the surrounding law enforcement team back, falling to the ground, coughing blood, defeating 6C of Chi realm martial artists with one move. This battle record, if not witnessed with one's own eyes. Who would dare believe it? Luo Fanyin was just about to notify her father when the battle ended. He ignored the law enforcement team crowd, but turned to look at the boss. Speak. Who told you to come cause trouble for me? Seeing this scene, the boss was scared into retreating continuously. Back against the wall, face pale. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Daring to hit the martial hall law enforcement team. You're dead for sure. He slapped the old man. The boss was stunned, just about to say something. He slapped repeatedly until the old man's face swelled like a pig's head, falling to the ground. He asked again, I'll ask one more time. Who told you to come cause trouble for me? The boss stammered. You're in trouble. He didn't want to hear the old man talk nonsense anymore. Raised his hand and stabbed down with the sword. Dragon Abyss pierced through his shoulder, pinning him to the ground. He said coldly, if you won't speak, then die. He intended to slash the old man to death. The boss was completely terrified. Hurriedly said, it's Mo Phone. He is Hall Master Luo's disciple. I didn't dare not to listen. Hearing this, he withdrew the Dragon Abyss sword. Sneered. Sure enough, it's this guy. Luo Fanyin rushed up angrily, punching and kicking the boss wildly to vent her anger. Are you his dog? He tells you to do something, and you do it? He glanced at Luo Fanyin, only then recalling what she said just now. She is Luo Tian's daughter. This surprised him a little. Stop. A deep voice rang out. A powerful force covered Luo Fanyin, making her unable to move. A man in training clothes walked over slowly, looking at him coldly. The man exuded a Grandmaster realm aura, pressing towards him, daring to cause trouble in the martial hall. Regardless of where you come from, what background you have, must follow the rules of the martial hall. Elder Luo came personally when he appeared. All eyes in a martial hall turned to this top powerhouse of Luo City. Elder Luo sneered. Huh, two brats. Looks like today, even if immortals come, they can't save you. Words fell, overwhelming pressure pressed down, wanting to suppress him and Luo Fanyin. He is at the Grandmaster realm, while he and Luo Fanyin are only at the Chi blood realm. Under his pressure, it was a bit hard to resist. Damn you, he roared. Chi blood all over his body erupted. The sword slashed out, directly breaking the man's pressure. His figure turned into an afterimage rushing to attack. How is this possible? Seeing this scene, the man looked horrified, but before he could react, his sword had already stabbed forward. He was forced to retreat continuously, raising his hands to resist. But this sword knocked him back several steps. He unconsciously fell into an ethereal state. The sword chi around his body began to spread uncontrollably, suddenly condensing like a strong wind circling around him. This is sword glare. Seeing this scene, Lung Mengxiu exclaimed in horror. Her face was extremely shocked. One must know, sword glare is the second major realm of sword cultivators, corresponding to the swordsmanship achievement of the Kendo cultivator. Before this, he was only at the initial beginner level of sword chi. Unexpectedly, in such a short time, he had already comprehended sword glare. Until now, the youngest person to comprehend sword glare in all of Huaxia was 20 years old. It is the current sword heavenly king, Lu Wushuang. Yet he is now only 18 and directly comprehended sword glare, even 2 years younger than the sword heavenly king. In an instant, the entire martial hall fell into a deathly silence. Only the sound of his sword glare remained. Boom! A loud explosion. The man was sent flying again, crashing into the shop from just now, shattering the items inside. Just at this moment, Luo Tianhe also hurried over. Seeing the person arriving, the boss crawled over with tears and snot running down his face, hugging Luo Tianhe's thigh, crying miserably. Those two caused trouble in my shop, stole other people's things to sell, and hit me too. You must uphold justice for me. Seeing Mo Phone also behind, the boss cried even louder, but didn't dare say it was instigated by Mo Phone. Who doesn't know Luo Tianhe is upright and honest. If he knew about this, Mo Feng would also be punished. Let alone him, a small shop owner. Elder Luo stood up. Said, Brat, I'm impressed. To comprehend sword glare at this age. I am impressed from the bottom of my heart. He wasn't seriously injured, but his eyes looked at him with enthusiasm. He continued, but rules are rules. Regardless of who you are, causing trouble in the martial hall must face the corresponding punishment. Hearing this, he didn't care. Turning around, he saw Luo Tianhe standing right behind him. Luo Tianhe was frowning, but when he saw him clearly, his brows immediately relaxed. Brotersu? Why is it you? Luo Tianhe was a bit surprised. Hearing Mo Feng say there was a nameless brat hitting on his daughter. He was furious, immediately rushed down intending to beat that guy to death. Unexpectedly, it was him. He wasn't surprised, just greeted. Old brother Luo. Hearing this, Mo Feng immediately petrified. Before, when he called Luo Tianhe that, he thought he didn't know the immensity of heaven and earth. But now clearly he was the clown. Luo Fanning was also stunned. Didn't expect him to actually know her father. Seems the relationship is quite good. The shop owner was completely dumbfounded. His head buzzed. Turns out all this time only he was the outsider. Old man, if you don't give me an explanation, I won't let this go. Not waiting for Luo Tianhe to ask, Luo Fanning stepped forward. Angrily said, Father, will you just watch your precious daughter be bullied like this? As soon as these words were spoken, the boss was even more scared silly. This really is Luo Tianhe's daughter. When Luo Tianhe understood the whole story, his face immediately became extremely gloomy. The boss was completely dead inside, could only look towards Mo Feng. Montauk Feng was equally stunned, didn't know how to respond. Luo Tianhe asked coldly, Give me an explanation. The boss was scared into peeing his pants. No, this is a misunderstanding. Bam! The boss was kicked flying. Luo Tianhe said, voice full of anger. Last chance. The boss didn't dare hide it anymore. Otherwise, he would really be beaten to death. It was young master Mo Feng who told me to do it. Mo Feng's expression changed drastically. Hurriedly stepped forward to explain. Master, this is probably really a misunderstanding. I didn't know. Words not yet finished. A slap landed on his face, knocking him to the ground. Luo Tianhe wasn't a fool. Hearing it, he knew what happened. Is this how I usually teach you? Being scolded by Luo Tianhe like this. Mo Feng didn't dare reply at all. Lowered his head, eyes full of resentment towards him. Luo Tianhe shouted loudly. Apologize to Brother Su. A powerful aura faintly emanated, making Mo Feng's face pale. Luo Fanning said, Montauk Feng, I really didn't expect you to be such a person. Su Qin salved me. Not only did you not thank him, but you also attacked him. After failing to beat him, you used such despicable means. I am too disappointed in you. Don't look for me in the future. I don't want to see you. Luo Fanning was furious. Montauk Feng hurriedly explained. No, Fanjin. Listen to my explanation. Luo Fanning interrupted. What else do you have to explain? Acting recklessly without thinking of consequences. Being a hypocrite. Narrow-minded. What else do you have to say? Luo Fanning scolded Montauk Feng roughly, then said a sentence that pierced the heart. Look at Su Chen. In what point can you compare to Su Chen? Mo Feng was stunned on the spot. Body stiff. He could ignore the previous words. But this last sentence was truly a fatal blow to him. After hearing Luo Fanning's words, Luo Tianhe became even angrier. Didn't expect there were such details in this matter. Apologize to Brother Su. Luo Tianhe shouted loudly. Losing is not scary. What's scary is losing and not daring to admit it. He, Luo Tianhe, had always been upright and honest, yet accepted such a disciple. Truly embarrassing. Mo Feng still tried to argue. Master, there's a misunderstanding in this. It's not like you think. Bastard. Not waiting for Mo Feng to finish. Luo Tianhe couldn't listen anymore. Anger rising. Kicked Mo Feng, flying with one foot. Everyone around watched dumbfounded. What exactly happened? Why did Luo Tianhe not even want to listen? Directly beating Mo Feng up badly. That's his disciple. In an instant, all eyes turned to him. What background does he have to make Luo Tianhe value him so much? Very quickly, Mo Feng was beaten black and blue, swollen like a pig's head. Luo Tianhe said, Now immediately pack your things and get out. Luo Tianhe, do not have a disciple like you. He was truly too disappointed in Mo Feng. Master, I was wrong. I was really wrong. I beg you not to expel me from the sect. Mo Feng ignored the pain on his body, crawling to beg in front of Luo Tianhe. I apologize. It's all my fault. I'll apologize to brother Su Chun immediately. I'll apologize immediately. Mo Feng crawled in front of him, intending to grab his pant leg, but he dodged, crying and begging. Su Chin, I was wrong. I am a villain. I am not human. You are magnanimous. Don't lower yourself to my level. Can you forgive me? I guarantee I will stay away from Fanning in the future. I won't compete with you anymore. I yield Fanning to you, okay? I beg you to forgive me. I cannot be expelled from the sect. Once expelled from the sect, I will have nothing left. Mo Feng cried for his parents, lying prostrate in front of him begging. He frowned, glanced at Mo Feng. First, I don't want a dog like you. Second, I just met Luo Fanning for the first time. There is absolutely no so-called like or dislike, as you say. Moreover, she is not an item to be yielded back and forth by people. Also, your appearance right now truly makes me nauseous. He kicked Mo Feng away, didn't bother to care. Luo Tianhe was even more extremely disappointed. If Mo Feng had a bit of backbone, maybe he would have softened his heart and given him a chance. But completely unexpected. Is he afraid of being expelled from the sect? No, he is afraid of losing everything he has after leaving the martial hall. Luo Fanning was even angrier. Face grim, she walked over, grabbed Mo Feng, and slapped him repeatedly. She scolded, I already saw your liking for me wasn't pure. Unexpectedly, I was just a stepping stone for you to stay in the martial hall. In your eyes, I am just an item that can be yielded back and forth. You beast. Luckily, I wasn't blind. Mo Feng wanted to say something else, but Luo Tianhe had stood up, coldly glanced at Mo Feng. You go. I will announce to the world. You are no longer my disciple. As soon as these words were spoken, Mo Feng lay prostrate on the ground. His eyes had lost their light, as if he had aged 10 years in an instant. However, in the very next second, Mo Feng suddenly jumped up, using all his strength. A dagger appeared in his hand, stabbing towards him. It's all because of you. It's all because you caused me to be expelled from the sect. Do you know what that means to me? Seeing this, he stepped back, drew the Dragon Abyss sword. Sword glare immediately shot out, blocking Mo Feng's attack. Backhand threw a punch. He sneered. It means you were expelled from the sect. Then, endless sword glare shot towards him. Mo Feng still wanted to resist, but it was too late. The next moment, sword glare flashed past, dragging strings of blood flowers splashing. Mo Feng spat out a large amount of fresh blood. Eyes losing focus. Falling to the ground, life extinguished. Wanted to kill me, then don't blame me. In his heart, there was no guilt at all. Coldly glancing at Mo Feng's corpse, only feeling the chi blood in his body increase a bit more. Luo Tianhe opened his mouth intending to say something, but stopped. He originally intended to stop Mo Feng, but it was too late. He turned to Luo Tianhe. Old brother Luo, you saw it too. It was he who wanted to kill me first. Hearing this, Luo Tianhe shook his head, then waved his hand, signaling people to clean up the corpse. At this moment, the boss beside was scared dumb. How could he not see his importance in Luo Tianhe's heart, even not hesitating to expel Mo Feng from the sect? And what about him? Just an ordinary merchant. Thinking of this, the boss ignored the pain on his body, rolling in front of him and starting to beg. Master Su, I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. It was all that brat Mo Feng forcing me. I never intended to target you. Look, now the misunderstanding has been resolved. Can you spare my life? After all, I have elderly parents above and young children below. He raised an eyebrow, then mocked. I'm just an impersonator. Why are you doing this? Hearing this, the boss was scared silly. Hurriedly slapped his own face. I was wrong. It was me having eyes, but no pupils, offending the great lord. I deserve to die. I am guilty. I beg Lord Su to give me a chance to atone. The boss said, then as if thinking of something, hurriedly crawled to pick up the token he had thrown away, offering it up with both hands. It is me who deserves to die. My eyes were blind, not knowing the Lord's identity. He took the token, ignoring the boss, this kind of person who sways with the wind. He didn't even want to look at him. He didn't say anything more. But Luo Fanning couldn't swallow this anger. Sneered and said, now, you know your eyes were blind? Weren't you very arrogant just now, saying I was a fake? And saying you were Hall Master Luo's father? Cold sweat poured down the boss's face. These treasonous words. Luo Tianhe now had a reason to beat him to death. Stammering, I know I was wrong. It was my cheap mouth. I am not human. I beg the eldest miss to spare me a path to live. Luo Fanine retracted the smile on her face. Voice a bit cold like a domineering female CEO. Get out. The Martial Hall doesn't need trash like you. Thank you, eldest miss. Thank you, Lord Su. The boss was scared into peeing his pants, scrambling up and running away without a trace. Very quickly, he received a text message. Account received 100 million yuan. Must be the compensation from a boss just now. He couldn't help but say, doing business with martial artists is truly super profitable. Ordinary people selling their lives for a lifetime only have enough to eat and wear, while martial artists casually earn tens of millions, hundreds of millions. No wonder so many people want to become martial artists. Luo Fanine said, that is natural, although martial artists earn a lot of money. But at the same time, they always face life and death dangers. Every year, the number of martial artists dying at the hands of beasts is already a terrifying figure, let alone in the abyss. As the daughter of the martial hall master, although she had never been in direct contact, she also heard Luo Tianhe mention it. He didn't refute, because this was originally the truth. The abyss descended. Alien races stepped out from the abyss. Powerful strength. In the beginning, countless geniuses fell. How much price did the human race pay to drive the alien races back to the abyss? But along with the appearance of the abyss, spiritual energy recovery became even stronger. Animals mutated into beasts. They came out from the deep forests, very quickly occupying some cities. Now, the living space for humans is only half of what it used to be. In other words, the human race not only has to resist the alien races in the abyss, but also guard against beasts on the ground. The situation is very difficult. At this time, Luo Tianhe also smiled and said, if you're interested, this shop can be given to you to manage. How to manage is your business. Rent is free. Just pay 5% of the annual profit. Not waiting for him to refuse. Someone already went to handle the procedures for this matter. He paused. He just casually said a sentence. Did Luo Tianhe misunderstand? He really didn't have this intention. He hurriedly said, no, old brother Luo. You probably really misunderstood. I don't have that intention. Moreover, I don't know how to manage a business. Luo Tianhe smiled again and said, it doesn't matter. I will send someone to help you manage. You don't need to worry. He felt itchy, meaning he doesn't need to do anything. Just sit and wait to receive money. Very quickly, the contract was brought over. Luo Tianhe signed it and gave it to him. Luo Fanine saw his hesitation. Directly open her mouth. Su Chun, sign it. Consider it a thank you gift for saving me. Hearing this, he smiled lightly. Then this thank you gift of yours is truly precious. After speaking, he took the pen and signed his name. The owners of the shops next door watched with envy to death. This location is a golden area. Annual rent goes up to tens of millions, and have to pay 10% of the profit. Yet when it came to him, rent completely waived. Profit only needs to pay 5%. Don't look down on this 5%. For a shop like this 5% could be several million, even tens of millions. Among the people watching the excitement, the shock on Lung Mingqiu's face still hadn't disappeared. After all, the surprises he brought her were truly too many. 6-star Qi Blood Realm actually killed 3-star C of Qi Realm. The most uncomfortable person was naturally still Lu Qingxian. Originally thought his life was considered over. Unexpectedly, that was just his beginning. The value of the shop. She dared not imagine how much profit it could bring. If it fell into her hands, then, after signing the name, he also smiled with satisfaction. Then chatted a few sentences with Luo Tianhe and prepared to leave. Luo Fanine still wanted to say something, but seeing him already leaving, words reached her mouth, but were swallowed back down. Luo Tianhe noticed Luo Fanine's expression. Couldn't help but tease. What's wrong? Father's precious daughter is moved? Luo Fanine's face turned red, glared at Luo Tianhe. Old father being improper. Who is moved? I'm just curious. His talent is so formidable. Which university accepted him? Luo Tianhe looked at Luo Fanine with eyes full of hidden meaning. How could he not know the thoughts in his daughter's heart? If there was no meaning, why ask these things? He smiled lightly and replied, Luo City Technical College. Luo City Technical College. Are you mistaken? Such talent going to a technical school? Luo Fanin's voice rose a few pitches, face full of shock and surprise. Luo Tina chuckled, looking at Luo Fanin with eyes full of hidden meaning. You'll have to ask him about this yourself. Huh. Luo Fanin looked truly speechless. At this time, he had already left the martial hall. Foundation injury recovered. Next, should prepare for the entrance exam of Luo City Technical College in a week. Although it is a technical school, but he also had to face it seriously. After all, this relates to the distribution of cultivation resources at Luo City Technical College later. Going to university is not like high school. No unified guidance teachers. Fair distribution of resources. In university, everything relies on one's own strength. Good talent, high strength can enjoy better resources. More resources, conversely, get eliminated. It is just reality like that. Moreover, there is the system mission. Enter the abyss beneath Luo City Technical College. Kill 100 alien races. Completing the mission can receive an upgrade to the sword body. I am the man who wants to become the sword god. He thought to himself. Couldn't help but smile. Suchin. But just at this moment, he had just walked a few steps when a voice rang out. He stopped walking, turned around, and saw Lung Mingxiu and Lu Qingxian standing behind him. Expressions a bit strange. He asked, what's the matter? He was a bit curious what business Lung Mingxiu had with him. If it was just Lu Qingxian, he wouldn't want to stop for even a second. Hearing this, Lung Mingxiu paused for a moment. Didn't beat around the bush anymore. Went straight to the point. With your talent and ability, are you really willing to go to Luo City Technical College? So she came approach him. I admit today, when you tested your talent, I was very surprised. But after knowing your foundation was damaged, I started to hesitate to recover the foundation, unless one can obtain a Beast King's heart. But you also know how hard it is to get a Beast King's heart. Even Galaxy University would have to pay a considerable price to get a Beast King's heart. But now, your talent has shocked me once again. 18 years old, comprehending sword glare. Fighting across levels. Your talent is enough to be evaluated as a ghost talent. Completely worthy for us to pay this price. So, Suchin, come to Galaxy University. We will provide you with the best cultivation resources. A place like Luo City Technical College completely cannot compare. After hearing Lung Mingxiu's words, he smiled lightly. Didn't answer directly, but asked Lung Mingxiu back. I'm a bit curious. If today I agreed to enter Galaxy University, but didn't comprehend sword glare, and the talent shown was very ordinary, what would you do? As soon as these words were spoken, Lung Mingxiu paused for a moment, then replied, if the value you show is not worth us paying that price, you will be abandoned. He laughed, truly realistic. Galaxy University is very good. But sorry, I choose Luo City Technical College. No reason. Going to Galaxy University, how to enter the abyss, how to kill alien races, how to upgrade the sword body. As for cultivation resources, don't joke. I am a man with a system. Killing can make me stronger. Just happens there is an abyss beneath Luo City Technical College. Entering there to hunt alien races, isn't it satisfying? Lung Mingxiu heard this and was directly stunned. So all my talking just now was in vain? You didn't listen to a single word? Can you tell me the reason? He didn't think much. Pointed at Lu Qingxian and said, because she is at Galaxy University. I feel nauseous. Lu Qingxian first felt itchy, then face full of anger. Suchin, what do you mean? You are a man, yet so petty. Is it interesting? Suchin, you are not a child anymore. Is doing this childish? He replied, all right. To tell the truth, I came to Luo City Technical College for another reason, to avenge my parents. This was not a lie either. Because 4 years ago, his parents sacrificed themselves while reinforcing the abyss beneath Luo City Technical College. He didn't want to talk more about this matter. All right, I'm leaving. He turned to leave. Lung Mingxiu still wanted to say something, but finally held it back. She saw that he would not come to Galaxy University. Seeing him leave, Lung Mingxiu also prepared to leave. But Lu Qingxian stood still on the spot. She said, teacher, you go first. I still have some matters to handle. Hearing this, Lung Mingxiu didn't think much. Left alone. Result, in the very next second, Lu Qingxian followed behind him. At this time, he was standing at the street corner. Opposite was the residential area where he lived. But Lu Qingxian stood in front of him. blocking his way. Lu Qingxian cried like rain. Su Chen, are you really so heartless? He was very annoyed. Are you sick? I already said there is no possibility for us anymore. I feel nauseous seeing you. He was truly speechless. Also to know where Lu Qingxian got such confidence. Always overly confident. Making him think of a word. Delusional. Lu Qingxian said, No, I don't believe it. You said you would love me for a lifetime. Treat me well for a lifetime. Could it be you forgot everything? Today was my fault. I was confused and impulsive for a moment. But you hit me too. Scolded me too. Anger should have subsided. Let's make up, okay? Moreover, you know too. I have always had a business mind. Don't you have a shop in the Marshall Hall now? You hand it to me. I can definitely earn a lot of money for you. Lu Qingxian spoke continuously without stopping, face drenched in tears. People who didn't know would think he was a scumbag abandoning Lu Qingxian. Hearing Lu Qingxian's words, he also understood. No wonder Lu Qingxian came to find him to make up. Turns out it was for that shop in the Marshall Hall. Must admit, Lu Qingxian calculated very well. But he would not agree. He said, scram immediately. After speaking, he intended to leave. Didn't want to stay for another second. No, I won't leave. You said you would love me for a lifetime. You can't treat me like this. Lu Qingxian said, rushing up to pull him back, not letting him go. Lu Qingxian was also very angry in her heart. I just broke up. This bastard rose like a kite meeting the wind. Damaged foundation not only didn't hinder him, instead made him soar to the sky in one step. She couldn't watch him fly high, so she wanted to make up with him. So she gave him a chance, bestowing favor on him. Unexpectedly, not only did he refuse, he even beat her up. Lu Qingxian was even angrier, but after thinking carefully, he is no longer the him of the past. So she decided to change methods. If hard doesn't work, use soft. Oh, I seem to have come a bad time. He was feeling annoyed in his heart, intending to kick Lu Qingxian away when he heard a familiar voice. Looking up, he saw Luo Fanning standing under the street lamp across the street. Both he and Lu Qingxian were stunned. Then, Luo Fanning walked over, naturally linked arms with him. Looking at Lu Qingxian, she opened her mouth and said, Miss Lu, you proposed a breakup. Why come to bother my boyfriend now? Could it be seeing he has money and power? You want to come share his money again? Luo Fanning said with feigned surprise. As soon as these words were spoken, both Lu Qingxian and Su Chun were dumbfounded. Since when did Luo Fanning become his girlfriend? Lu Qingxian was exposed. Hurriedly explained, but her tone seemed very weak. You're talking nonsense. I didn't. He said he would like me for a lifetime. Treat me well for a lifetime. I don't believe he just broke up and he is already with you. Is that so? Do you want to hear him tell you himself? Luo Fanning smiled. Whether in temperament or appearance, she surpassed Lu Qingxian by a level. She turned to him and said, hand pinched his waist hard. Tell her, are you my boyfriend? No matter how stupid he was, he understood Luo Fanning's intention. That's right. I am Luo Fanning's boyfriend. Don't know why, when saying the word boyfriend. His tone was clearly a bit weak. Luo Fanning's face also immediately turned red. Luo Fanning said, Now, can you leave? Don't come bother my boyfriend in the future. Lu Qingxian refused to believe it, screaming angrily, Impossible. Absolutely impossible. You two are deceiving me. You two are cooperating to deceive me. She glared fiercely at Luo Fanning again, saying frantically, he said he would like me for a lifetime. You bitch. You adulterous couple. Don't dream of monopolizing the money that belongs to me. Lu Qingxian was like she went crazy, directly rushing forward. Both he and Luo Fanning were stunned. Money belongs to her. He was furious. Couldn't control it anymore. Threw a punch. Killing intent stirred. But this punch hit a pitch-black long saber, emitting the sound of metal colliding. Lu Qingxian also took the opportunity to be rescued. He focused his eyes and saw the person blocking his attack was a male student in black. That male student said, Big cities are truly different. Late at night, and still get to watch such a melodramatic story. He looked at him with disdain. Looks decent. But one look, and I know you're the type who lives off women. Pretty boy, I hate your type the most. He stood blocking in front of him. Behind, another female student helped Lu Qingxian up, gently comforting. In an instant, 4 other male students also stepped forward, surrounding him and Luo Fanning. Lu Qingxian saw the cultivation of these people was not weak. Eyes rolled, then cried like rain. She recounted. This ungrateful man got someone new and forgot me, the old one. I sought him for an explanation. He sided with this vixen to beat me. Lu Qingxian cried very loudly. People who didn't know really thought she was the victim. The male student holding the saber, named Wang Lin, shouted coldly. Don't worry, I will demand justice for you. Brandishing the horse-chopping saber, slashing straight towards him. Pretty boy, taste Lord Wang's saber. Seeing Wang Lin rushing over, he pushed Luo Fanyin behind him. Qi blood surged. Dragon Abyss immediately appeared in his hand. The sound of metal collision rang out. Wang Lin was knocked back by sword strike. He said, pretty boy, didn't expect you to have some skill. He questioned coldly, also a bit angry in his heart. Who are you people? This matter has nothing to do with you. Moreover, it is not as you see. Wang Lin roared. Still dare to argue? I'll slash you to death. His Qi blood surged. Slashing over. Even a 3-star Qi blood realm martial artist. Even 9-star might not be able to block this saber of his. However, he completely disregarded it. A beam of sword glare immediately shot out, directly shattering his attack. At the same time, one sword knocked Wang Lin flying back. Wang Lin shouted, damn it, this pretty boy has some skill. Rush him together. He didn't say more, directly calling the others to gang up on him. Another male student named Wu Tao sneered. Wang old 6th, I said you couldn't do it. In his hand appeared a pitch-black spear, stabbing towards him. Result, in the very next second. Not unexpectedly, Wang Lin and the others were all sent flying, falling to the ground in a heap. Feeling very embarrassed, still wanted to act to regain face. This pretty boy truly has some skill. The female student behind stepped forward again, frowning at him. As a martial artist, doing such things. Don't you feel ashamed? The female student questioned. Seeing Lu Qingxian cry so sadly, she believed Lu Qingxian's words. He sneered. Haha, a bunch of brain-dead people. He was too lazy to even explain. I'll say it one more time. This matter has nothing to do with you, nor is it what you see. If you dare block the way again, don't blame me for being impolite. Hearing this, the female student was quite angry. Before she could say anything, Wang Lin stood up, anger rising to the sky. He roared, damn it. Never seen anyone more arrogant than me. If I don't kill you today, I'm your grandson. Wang Lin was truly angry. Qi blood released. Clearly only 6-star Qi blood realm, but the aura emitted was stronger than an 8-star Qi blood realm martial artist. Wu Tao and the others also stood up, directly attacking. This time, the female student also joined the battle. 5 people joined forces to besiege him. Luo Fanyin was anxious in her heart. Wanted to help him, but the battle was too intense. She couldn't intervene. Lu Qingxian stood aside sneering. Also curious in her heart. Where did these idiots come from? Why so naive and brainless? Believing whatever I say. But it's good too. The ability of these 5 people is not weak. Teaching him a lesson is also good. If they can knock him down, it's even easier to handle. While he is unconscious, take out the contract. Press the fingerprint. Transfer all assets under his name to her. Thinking of this, Lu Qingxian couldn't help but chuckle. Laugh your sister. A slap landed on Lu Qingxian's face. Lu Qingxian felt itchy. Before she could react, she was grabbed by Luo Fanyin and beaten wildly. She was basically no match for Luo Fanyin. Beaten to the point of having no strength to fight back. Wang Lin and the others intended to save Lu Qingxian, but were blocked by him. He was clearly truly angry. The sword in his hand slashed out fiercely. Countless beams of sword glare suddenly shot out, directly knocking all of them flying, falling to the ground, coughing blood violently. Blood trickled from the corner of the female student's mouth. Speaking up to question, who exactly are you? Luo City has never had a powerhouse like you appear. Thinking carefully, there has never been such a character in Luo City. 6-star Qi blood realm, yet so perverted. Originally thought Wang Lin and Wu Tao were perverted enough, able to suppress and beat senior students. Result, now they are suppressed and beaten by him. The key is he is also 6-star Qi blood realm. Wang Lin and Wu Tao were also a bit surprised. Never lost in the same rank. Now defeated by him so easily. Wang Lin shouted, still asking a fart. Go back and call people. Call the old man here. Wu Tao also chimed in. That's right. Damn it. Bullying our Luo City Technical College having no people, huh? The female student asked again, a bit surprised in her heart. I am Bai Qingyan, second-year student of Luo City Technical College. Who exactly are you? Hearing this, he paused. Expression strange. They are from Luo City Technical College? Su Qin, admitted student of Luo City Technical College. His voice rang out. The scene became silent. Everyone stared at him dumbfounded. Bai Qingyan asked in surprise. You are Su Qin, the admitted student of Luo City Technical College? This time they came to Luo City precisely to find him, to deliver the admission notice and cultivation resources, to prevent him from changing his mind and running to another university. Only they completely didn't expect the first meeting to be in this situation. At the same time, he was also a bit embarrassed, beating up the senior sister before even enrolling. Wang Lin craned his neck and asked, tone full of suspicion and a bit of dissatisfaction. You say you're Su Qin. What proof do you have? Hearing this, he took out the Luo City Technical College badge Meng Qian gave him today. Seeing this, Bai Qingyan looked at him with a complicated expression. Truly a student of Luo City Technical College. Identity confirmed. This seems a bit awkward. Bai Qingyan looked deeply into his eyes, recalling the purpose of her coming here. Taking out the storage ring from her bosom, she snapped her fingers. 300-year-old spiritual herbs and 1,000-year-old spiritual ginseng appeared in her hand. Under the principal's orders, I came to deliver the Luo City Technical College admission notice to you. These are the cultivation resources the principal specially told me to bring to you. Bai Qingyan's tone was not very good. The matter just now made her impression of him very bad. She admitted his talent was very good, but his character was truly not okay. A standard scumbag. He took the admission notice and spiritual herbs, frowned, knowing what this meant. Also put them away without being polite. At this time, Luo Fanning beside him also finished the fight. Lu Qingxian was beaten into a pig's head, falling on the ground, unable to speak. Only then did Luo Fanning spare her. Stepping forward, she spoke loudly to those people. Luo City Technical College, huh? Huh. A bunch of brain-dead people. As soon as these words were spoken, Bai Qingyan immediately got a bit angry. Wang Lin and the others also looked grim. What do you mean? Dare to say it again and see. Seeing this, Luo Fanning was not afraid at all, rushing up to hit people without distinguishing black and white. If not brain dead, then what? I'm not targeting Luo City Technical College. Just feel you people truly lose face for Luo City Technical College. Do you know the whole story? Do you know what happened? Do you know the relationship between me and Su Qin? Just listening to her one-sided words and immediately affirming I am a bitch. Su Qin is a scumbag. If you are not brain dead, then what are you? Luo Fanning glared at Bai Qingyan's group while speaking. Bai Qingyan still wanted to say something, but thinking carefully, she seemed to really have only listened to Lu Qingxian's one-sided words. She asked softly, stealing a glance at him, then what exactly is going on? Luo Fanning explained. Lu Qingxian, during the martial arts exam, he damaged his foundation to save her. But not only did she not say half a word of thanks, instead, she demanded a breakup with Su Qin, abandoning him. Result, now seeing Su Qin has potential and can still be exploited, she wants to cling to Su Qin again. Hearing this, Bai Qingyan's face couldn't help but turn red, lowering her head, wanting to burrow into the ground. Hearing Luo Fanning say this, she immediately recalled the video she watched today. It was the video causing a stir on the martial arts square, landing the first sword strike, slashing the loved one first. The main characters in the video were him and Lu Qingxian. Wang Lin and the others were also extremely embarrassed. At that time, they were cursing loudly, wanting to go slash that woman to rid the people of harm. Unexpectedly, now, they caused such a mix-up. The atmosphere became very awkward. Only the groans of pain from Lu Qingxian lying on the ground remained. Luo Fanning looked at him and said, sorry, I just didn't want to see them misunderstand you. Clearly it's not your fault. These were things about him she found out after he left. He shook his head, felt this was good too. He didn't want to explain. Too lazy to explain. But if he didn't explain, in case these people went back and talked nonsense, his reputation would stink before he even enrolled. It's okay. Still have to thank you for helping me explain. Luo Fanning smiled upon hearing this. At this time, the most embarrassed person was Bai Qingyan. Sorry, we wronged you. Wang Lin and the others looked ugly, embarrassed to apologize. Just stiffly said, we were beaten by you anyway. Consider it even. He smiled lightly, nodded. Seeing this, Wang Lin approached again, laughing mischievously. Brother, your skill is not bad. The entrance exam is coming soon. Interested in forming a team? Heard a rumor. This entrance exam will have people from the Luo City Technical College Student Alliance participating. That bunch is considered the elite students of the school. There's also a bunch of foreigners. I've long been annoyed by those dogs. Want to join hands to beat them up? Rob the credits in their hands. Wu Tao also stepped forward, wiping the blood from the corner of his mouth, joining the conversation without caring. That's right. Several of us joining hands. Those senior students are nothing. Beat the shit out of them. Hearing Wang Lin and Wu Tao's words, he was a bit surprised. What does this mean? Turns out you guys are also freshmen? Wang Lin approached with a beaming face. Grinning, how about it? Interested? Credits robbed will be split equally among us. Wu Tao also approached and said, in the Cultivation Academy, nothing can be lacking, especially credits. This thing is like money outside. Without it, it's hard to move a single step. Just relying on the few hundred credits the Academy issues every month is basically not enough for cultivation. Hearing this, he also frowned. He really didn't know these things. Bai Qingyan, standing aside, also said softly, that's right, only 200 credits per month. Really not enough for cultivation. We all have to take extra missions to earn credits. Coming to deliver things to you this time. The principal promised her 1,000 credits. Otherwise, she wouldn't bother coming. He frowned, asked again, are the people of the Student Alliance very strong? The Student Alliance is an alliance formed by all elite students in Luo City Technical College, including the strongest people from all 4 years. The weakest is also C of Qi realm cultivation. To join the Student Alliance, besides one's own strength, there's also a mandatory requirement to have entered the abyss to fight. Must have killed alien races. The top 10 in this exam can directly enter the Student Alliance. At the same time, a chief freshman will be selected. That is the boss of your year. Being the chief freshman allows enjoying additional resources. Having special authority in the academy. Besides, can enter the abyss earlier. Hearing this, he was truly interested. His current mission is to enter the abyss and kill 100 alien races. If he enters the academy and they don't let him go down to the abyss, it would be in vain. Looks like this chief freshman position must be fought for. Thank you, senior sister, for informing me. He began to calculate this matter in his heart. Seeing the misunderstanding resolved, Bai Qingyan and the others suggested going to a nearby restaurant to celebrate. As for Lu Qingxian, she was still lying on the sidewalk. After a long time, she staggered up, looking resentfully towards him in the restaurant not far away. Men are truly none good. Su Qin, you will regret it. Lu Qingxian finished speaking resentfully, dragged her body, and left. Very quickly, a week passed. He refined all 21 spiritual herbs. Qi blood grew a lot again. If there was one more day, he could definitely break through to the 7-star Qi blood realm. Just ran out of time. Today is the entrance exam day for Luo City Technical College. Cannot be late. Let's go. Reaching the door, Wang Lin and Wu Tao were already prepared. The three immediately left, heading towards Luo City Technical College. Ancient trees towering into the sky, covering the entire sky. On the top of Luo Mountain is Luo City Technical College. When the three of them arrived, the foot of Luo Mountain was already full of students. All freshmen waiting for the entrance exam. Looking briefly, most were 3-star and 2-star Qi blood realm cultivation. Even 4-star was extremely rare. After all, people with this strength went to compete for better academies. Who would come to a technical school? Just at this moment, an icy cold aura spread out, immediately making the noisy students fall silent. A figure in white appeared. You are all freshmen of Luo City Technical College. Next, you will face the entrance exam of Luo City Technical College. I will briefly state some rules. After the exam starts, each of you will be issued a student card. Inside are 200 credits. Consider it the basic credits upon enrollment. But whether you can keep these credits until entering Luo City Technical College depends on your ability. In this Luo Mountain, there will be senior students ambushing inside to rob your credits. Of course, you can form your own teams. Can also rob each other. As for the rules, there are no rules. The figure in white said a few simple sentences, chuckled lightly, then disappeared. Only the voice echoed back. Those who don't enter Luo City Technical College before sunset are considered eliminated. can go home by yourselves. After a moment of shock, the three of them also received their student cards. When handing the student card to him, Bai Qingyan said softly, Su-chun, don't be careless. There are more than 4,000 freshmen this time. Might eliminate half. She instructed softly. Moreover, don't know what price the principal paid to find some people with not bad talent. Among them is a freshman who has reached the 7-star Chi blood realm. As soon as these words were spoken, even he was stunned, feeling a bit unbelievable. 4,000 freshmen. Luo City Technical College plans to eliminate half? What kind of operation is this? Also paying a big price to find some geniuses? What is Luo City Technical College planning to do? He frowned, then thanked Bai Qingyan. Thanks. Wang Lin and Wu Tao beside him appeared calm, seeming to have known these things early on, just that both were very sensible and kept silent. Just preparing to enter Luo Mountain when a commotion came over. Fuck, a bunch of yellow-skinned pigs. Sounds of cursing accompanied by sounds of beating rang out. His gaze also followed that direction, seeing a group of blonde-haired, blue-eyed people walking over arrogantly. What kind of trash place is this? The air is also truly polluted. A middle-aged man wearing the Luo City Technical College uniform hurriedly bowed and scraped in response. Yes. The air in this washout place is all stinky. You endure it for a while. Wait until the academy. I will immediately ask the principal to arrange the best accommodation for you. But today's entrance exam still needs you to participate a bit. But rest assured, just going through the motions. The middle-aged man spoke with a fawning tone, causing many people around to look with contemptuous eyes. Seeing this, Bai Qingyan's eyes also revealed anger, but she couldn't do anything. These international students enjoy the best resources, but do nothing proper in the academy. Every day, either fighting or causing trouble. The key is the academy has no way to deal with them. He was a bit curious. Then why not expel them? From the first glance, he felt disgusted by this group of people, especially that guy nodding and bowing. Even more disgusting than the international students. Bai Qingyan continued. This bunch is all mud that can't stick to the wall. Social dregs. Families have some connections, so they were stuffed into Huaxia, using Huaxia's resources to cultivate, yet causing trouble everywhere in Huaxia. She instructed again. In the academy, best not to get involved with them. He didn't say anything. Wang Lin also just glanced coldly. Then the three directly entered Luo Mountain. Just entering inside, he felt the spiritual energy around was even richer than outside. Just that the three hadn't had time to get used to the environment when they felt a sense of danger. Turning around, they saw a male student in black leaning against a large bluestone, looking at them teasingly. New enrollment? As your senior, I won't be too excessive, but the rules are like this. Don't want to get beaten, hand over the credits. I won't take much either. 100 per person is enough. Seeing this, he couldn't help but chuckle. This luck is truly something. Just entered and met a senior robbing. This senior strength is not bad. Already 2-star C of Chi realm. But he didn't care. Instead looked at Wang Lin and Wu Tao asking, Dare to? What's not to dare? Not waiting for him to speak. Wang Lin had already rushed forward first. Wu Tao also immediately rushed over. The senior sneered. Knew this bunch of freshmen were all lacking a beating, just like when he first enrolled. Beaten once and became obedient immediately. The senior smiled lightly. Sensing Wang Lin and Wu Tao were both 6-star Chi blood realm, he was a bit surprised. Seems these two are students specially recruited by the academy. Spent quite a bit of money to buy. But so what? He is 2-star C of Chi realm. Basically not afraid. Just that in the very next second, he was stunned, just engaged in combat. He didn't even have time to react before being beaten flat. And from beginning to end, he hadn't even acted yet. You're not good either. I thought you were very formidable. Just putting on an act. Wang Lin and Wu Tao's words pierced the heart even more. The senior lay on the ground. Living was worse than death. Starting to doubt himself. Wang Lin grinned. Hand over the credits. The senior couldn't believe it. Freshman dared to rob his credits. The world is turned upside down. What did you say? Still pretending? Wang Lin kicked him. Beat the senior up. Then personally took out the senior's student card. Swiped it against his own card. Transferred all 800 credits of the senior to himself. Wu Tao said a sentence that pierced the heart even more. Poor wretch. Only has 800 credits. The senior wanted to cry. What kind of logic is this? Robbed him and still called him poor. These 800 credits were what he saved up for a long time. still intended to rob some more from the freshman exam. Unexpectedly, just arrived and got robbed clean by freshmen. If this matter spreads out, he doesn't need to hang around anymore. Can drop out by himself. Too embarrassing. The rob credits. They also knowingly put them in his hand. He smiled. Then just leave them with me first. Wait until entering the academy to distribute later. But this time I didn't exert effort. Won't take. Hearing this, Wang Lin and Wu Tao were both silent for a moment, knowing what he was worried about. Wang Lin immediately said, "How about this? Wu Tao and I split 8 parts of these 800 credits. The remaining 2 parts for you. Same in the future. Whoever exerts more effort takes the larger share. Just let you keep the record." Unified distribution at that time. Wu Tao said, feeling this matter should still be done by him. Handing it to Wang Lin to record, he wasn't at ease. This guy will definitely cheat. Wang Lin had similar thoughts. Handing it to Wu Tao to record, he wasn't at ease either. Wang Lin agreed. Then it's decided. I have no opinion. He still wanted to say something, but Wang Lin directly decided. He grinned and asked the senior. "Senior, speak up. Who came among you seniors this time? How is the strength? So we know how to deal with them." As soon as these words were spoken, the senior was directly stunned. If it was someone else asking, he would definitely think they want to find out to avoid them. But the 3 of them asking, he felt these 3 guys intended to go rob the seniors. This matter cannot be said. The senior's words just came out. The next second, he was directly hung on a tree by him. "If you don't speak, don't blame me." Saying that, he mercilessly beat the senior up badly. Wang Lin and Wu Tao twitched. Mouth corners. Suddenly felt he wasn't a good person either. Damn it. They indeed judged the person wrongly. Speak or not. Speak or not. 3 people joined hands to beat the senior up badly. Tortured brutally, Wang Lin fought more and more vigorously. Occasionally freshmen passed by. Seeing this scene, they were scared silly. Damn, isn't this the entrance exam? Too cruel. These seniors are truly brutal. In the eyes of freshmen, the 3 of them were the seniors. And the person hung up and beaten was definitely a freshman. The senior couldn't take it anymore. Hurriedly said, "I'll speak." If he didn't speak, these 3 brats might beat him to death. This time, the strongest among the seniors is the 2nd overlord of the Student Alliance. Liu Qingfeng. Cultivation is already 6-star C of Qi Realm. There is also Mo Hong Kong's team. In their team, everyone is 3-star C of Qi Realm and above. And Jiang Sini's team. Their 3 teams are the strongest among the seniors this time. Besides them are just some small scattered teams. He heard this and was a bit surprised. The 2nd overlord of the Student Alliance came personally. Just an entrance exam. Is it necessary? The senior explained. Why not necessary? More than 4,000 of you freshmen. 200 credits each. That is 800,000 credits. This is already 1/5 of the total annual credits of Luo City Technical College. Hearing this, he was also startled. Calculating it, it truly isn't a small number. After knowing this news, he stroked his chin in thought. If encountering these 3 teams, how much chance of winning do the 3 of them have? 6-star C of Qi Realm. Able to be the 2nd overlord of the Student Alliance. Definitely not an ordinary person. Not long after, the 3 arrived at the middle area of Luo Mountain. This position is the most dangerous. Most seniors ambush here. Compared to other freshmen sneaking around, wanting to slip through, the 3 of them were completely different. Walking straight ahead, Wang Lin dragged the horse-chopping saber, walking arrogantly. Arrogance unlimited. While Wu Tao and he ambushed on the side, just waiting for prey to walk into the trap themselves. Sure enough, as expected, very quickly, 3 seniors noticed Wang Lin. Freshmen nowadays are not only arrogant, but also damn brainless. If we don't teach him to be obedient, we'd truly be sorry to our status as seniors. Saying that, the 3 walked towards Wang Lin. They didn't know they had walked straight into his and Wu Tao's ambush circle. The next moment, the 3 of them immediately acted, coordinating extremely well, directly knocking out 2 seniors on the spot. Only 1 burly senior remained. Just at seeing the situation was bad, he turned and ran. But how could he let him escape? Holding the Dragon Abyss sword, directly chasing after him. This senior was already at the 4-star C of Qi Realm. Considered decent. But under his hands, couldn't withstand 3 moves before being knocked out. Dragging him back, Wang Lin and Wu Tao couldn't help but say, his strength absolutely surpassed theirs. Very quickly, the credits of the three were transferred clean. Another 4,000 credits. Considered a fat sheep. Done with these things, the three prepare to leave. But the sound of fighting nearby attracted their attention. Work again. Hey, I like the mantis stalking the cicada style the most. With the oriole behind. Wu Tao and Wang Lin laughed mischievously together. He directly sneaked towards the place with the fighting sound. A voice rang out. A bunch of yellow-skinned pigs. Still not handing over the credits quickly, another blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy spoke up. Huaxia martial artists are so weak, making me disappointed. Beside, a Huaxia male student nodded repeatedly, then looked at the three people lying on the ground. Hand over the credits quickly. Lord Bill, having eyes on your credits is your honor. Hearing this, the three lying on the ground immediately cursed loudly. Running dog, kill me if you have the guts. Otherwise, entering the academy, I will find trouble with you every day. That running dog. Did your mother give birth to you without a spine? Like being a dog for people that much? Defeated by seniors. Even defeated by freshmen. They all accept it. It was due to their own incompetence. But defeated by these foreign devils. They truly couldn't accept it. The key is, damn it, there's a traitor selling them out. Making them hate that they couldn't tear the dog thing in front of them to pieces. Hearing this, the running dog sneered. Not only did he not feel ashamed, but he also appeared very happy. Nonsense. Being valued by Lord Bill is my honor. I just like being a dog. So what? What can your so-called backbone bring? Beaten into an idiot. Or directly eliminated. This scene made the three on the ground angry endlessly. Just about to say something. Another blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy suddenly spoke up. Just a few pieces of trash. Just kill them and be done with it. The running dog hesitated. Killing them? I'm afraid it's not easy to explain to Luo City Technical College. The guy called Bill glanced contemptuously at the three on the ground. Not easy to let go. How do they want to explain? Killed is killed. Dare they do anything to us? Hearing this, the others also nodded. Not afraid at all. The running dog hesitated a bit. If he acted, at that time, the academy probably wouldn't spare him. Killing students during the exam. That group could escape punishment. But he couldn't. Thinking of this, he hesitated. But the international students behind urged directly. The running dog had no other choice. Had to bite the bullet, holding a knife and rushing forward. However, at the critical moment, a beam of sword glare directly pierced through his shoulder. The knife in the running dog's hand also fell. In the very next second, his figure immediately appeared in front of several people. Eyes cold as ice looking at the international students. The running dog screamed in pain. Beaten up badly by Wang Lin and Wu Tao stepping forward. Then taking out the student card. Discovered this running dog didn't have a single credit. His credits had all been transferred by the international students. An international student spoke up. Not angry at all. Who are you? Strength not bad. Bill also glanced at him one more time. Then sneered. Passable. I could give you a chance. Replace him to be a dog for me. Hand over all your credits to me. I can give you this chance. Fall in by my side. This is your supreme honor. Honor your mother. He was truly angry. Terrifying sword light flowed. A killing intent spread. Audacious. Giving face, but not wanting it. Then die. He also had 6-star C of Chi realm cultivation. But he faced a peerless expert like him. Seeing this, the remaining international students also immediately acted. Wang Lin and Wu Tao beside couldn't hold back anymore. Rushing up to fight. However, in just a few breaths, Bill fell to the ground, beaten into panda eyes by him. Damn it. Damn pig dares to hit me. You're in trouble. I will report to the higher-ups. Arrest you. He slapped him. The punch directly knocked out several of Bill's teeth. Was it you who broke their legs? Bill heard this and looked arrogant. So what? I come from the noble empire on which the sun never sets. You dare touch me? Your principal won't spare you. He will throw you out to be killed to appease the anger of the empire on which the sun never sets. He was too lazy to talk nonsense. Stomped down with one foot, directly crippling Bill's 2 legs. Bill screamed and cursed in pain. Was stuffed with a stone picked up by him into the mouth. The remaining international students also had their legs broken. Gagged. And their student cards were searched clean. Credits actually amounted to 10,000. He directly transferred them all. Only then did he look at the running dog lying on the ground. International students are naturally hateful. But the running dog is the most hateful thing. The running dog was scared to death. What do you want to do? He still wanted to resist. But obviously it was useless. He didn't bother saying a word. Directly beat him up badly. Hung him up and beat him. Very quickly. Under the alternating beating of the three. The running dog only had his last breath left. During that time, first seniors from the law enforcement team arrived. Those responsible for maintaining order. After taking the 3 students with broken legs away, they dragged the international students away. Before leaving, just instructed him one sentence. Don't cause a fatality. After hanging the running dog up, Wang Lin even carved the 2 words traitor on his face. Damn it. Hate this kind of person the most. Wait until entering the academy. I'll beat one every time I see one. Wu Tao also cursed endlessly. Punched the running dog one more time before turning to leave. Classmate, wait a moment. Just walked a few steps. 3 to 5 seniors stepped out blocking the 3's way again. Wang Lin had a hot temper. Pointed the horse-chopping saber at senior. What is it? Want to rob our credits? Scram quickly. Wu Tao also said with mocking eyes. Just now didn't see any seniors showing up. Now popping out a few. Hearing this, the seniors were ashamed enough to want to dig a hole to hide. We also have our own difficulties. That bunch enjoys privileges. Result, before they could finish speaking, Wang Lin rushed up angrily. Softbones, if you're a coward, just say you're a coward. People bullying your compatriots right in front of you. And you damn well have the face to hide. If I were you, I'd rather cripple my cultivation and go home to shovel manure. Remember to cover your face when shoveling manure. Not afraid of the smell. But damn losing face. Wang Lin didn't give face at all, scolding the seniors until they had nowhere to hide their faces. He also asked with an angry voice, since when did my Huasha martial artists become so cowardly? Is saying they didn't know or didn't see fine? But they all saw it, yet hid in the dark, pretending not to see. To say something unpleasant, those people were all their juniors. Yet they watched helplessly as their juniors had their legs broken. Humiliated, this was what made him angriest. The seniors lowered their heads in shame, didn't know how to answer. Feeling ashamed of themselves. No other way. They were afraid. After scolding, he didn't intend to leave, but looked at them. What? Still want to rob our credits? A skinny guy, shifty-eyed, spoke up. Not robbing, just borrowing some credits. But before he finished speaking, his mouth was covered by another person. Still wanted to explain, but he didn't want to hear their explanation anymore. Directly acted, wielding the dragon abyss sword. Sword glare shot out. Superb swordsmanship like a sword immortal descending, making the seniors unable to dodge, panicking to defend. Wang Lin cursed loudly. Robbing me? Me not robbing you is something you should burn incense to thank for. Horse-chopping saber swung out terrifying blade energy. Less than a minute, knocked all of them to the ground. But he didn't stop. Instead pressed these seniors down and beat them wildly. A brutal beating. Wu Tao even turned the spearhead around, using the spear shaft like an iron rod to smash down repeatedly. Wang Lin was even more excessive. Picked up a large rock beside and smashed wildly. Even the rock shattered. The seniors' miserable screams shook the entire Luo mountain, echoing through the forest. The law enforcement team, students watching from afar. Mouth corners twitched, but didn't dare step forward to stop. Freshmen nowadays are truly damn terrifying. Each one is Chi blood realm, yet pressing these sea of Chi realm seniors down to beat. Arrogant beyond words. He dusted off his hands, picked up a wrench dropped on the ground. Under the stunned gaze of Wang Lin and Wu Tao, stuffed it back into his clothes. He coughed and said, Ahem, I usually like machinery. Carrying a wrench is reasonable, right? Wang Lin and Wu Tao said nothing. Sure enough, you are not a good thing. Who is a good person carrying a wrench when going out? Searched the senior student cards. Transferred another 6,000 credits. He hung all of them on the tree before leaving. Wait until the 3 went far. People from the law enforcement team dared to sneak over to let them down. Then, without turning back, took them to the academy for treatment. Only half a day passed. In the hands of the 3, there were more than 20,000 credits. This is absolutely a terrifying number, because even if split equally, each person has nearly 7,000 credits. Even many seniors don't have that much in hand. There are still many seniors with only a few meager credits each month. After the news from the law enforcement team spread, some seniors felt interested, didn't believe it, intentionally came to find the 3. But without exception, all were beaten up badly. That's right, just disregarding everyone. After beating, transferred all credits. Then hung people up. Not long after hanging up, people from the law enforcement team sneaked over to let them down, taking them for treatment. Maybe because of the international student matter just now. The three were angry in their hearts. Impression of these seniors was bad to the extreme. Every time they acted, it was a killing move. Extremely cruel. At this time, several seniors were trembling. They swore they really didn't come to find trouble with him. But he didn't care. Seeing a senior, he blocked them. A senior hurriedly said, "Junior, calm down. You calm down a bit. First, we really didn't come to find trouble with you. Second, we belong to the law enforcement team, maintaining order, not participants obstructing you. You absolutely don't misunderstand. Bastard, still want to deceive me? Hand over your student cards. I'll decide." Dragon abyss vibrated. Sword glare flowed. Seeing this scene, the seniors froze. This freshman is truly brutal. Damn, just enrolled, and damn, comprehended sword glare. Even the current overlord of the Luo City Technical College Student Alliance, the person specializing in kendo, is the person with the strongest swordsmanship among Luo City Technical College students. Also only slightly comprehended sword glare. Another senior recognized him, looking at him wearing black. Isn't that the guy carrying a wrench? Junior, you calm down a bit. We really are the law enforcement team. But he didn't care. Drew his sword and rushed straight up. Wang Lin and Wu Tao cared even less. Shouldering saber and holding spear, rushing up to fight. Very quickly, the law enforcement team seniors were pressed to the ground and beaten wildly. Credits were also robbed clean. Then hung up. Still damn law enforcement team? Really damn have the face to say it? When those foreign devils were acting up, why didn't see you come out to maintain order? He interrupted Wang Lin. What law enforcement team? Nonsense. We robbed participating seniors. Which law enforcement team runs into the competition field? Wang Lin paused for a moment. Immediately understood his meaning. That's right. Damn, clearly seniors wanting to pretend to be law enforcement team. Really think we don't know anything? After speaking, cursed again and left. The law enforcement team seniors wanted to cry. Damn world turned upside down. Is there still damn justice? Wait until the three went far. Only then did they dare struggle to fish out phones to call. Very quickly, a burly man came to rescue them down, then burst into laughter. Next, a message was sent in the senior group chat. Brothers, pay attention. Those three freshman bandits damn rob even a law enforcement team. Especially the guy in black. Extremely brutal. Basically unreasonable. Run quickly if you meet them. Don't try to reason with them. This message was sent out. The whole senior group exploded. Freshmen nowadays are so arrogant. Even dare to hit the law enforcement team? This is completely provoking the dignity of their seniors. Cannot tolerate. Absolutely cannot tolerate. Messages quickly scrolled by. Some didn't believe it. Some found it unbelievable. Also some thought the three indeed had some skill. Cannot underestimate. Only those seniors who had been beaten badly were all silent. Lu Qifeng looked at the messages in the phone. Face slightly serious. Clearly interested. These three freshmen are so strong. Interesting. As the second overlord of the Student Alliance. Lu Qifeng, also 6-star C of Qi Realm. His cultivation is definitely the strongest among the participating seniors this time. A person beside reported. I just asked old Qin from the law enforcement team. Confirmed there are indeed three very formidable freshmen. Beating seniors badly all the way, even hitting the law enforcement team. In short, robbing anyone they meet. Now in hand. Afraid they already have nearly 30,000 credits. Hearing this, Lu Qifeng smiled. Seems like some tough thorns to pull. I just happen to like such thorns. After speaking, Lu Qifeng directly entered Luo Mountain. At the same time, there were also Jiang Sini and Mo Hong Kong's teams. The three of them were the strongest among the seniors this time. After seeing the news, all felt interested. Wanted to come see the three. Only Bai Qingyan was worried after seeing the messages in the group. Afraid he would meet those three brutal bandits. Didn't they say? Those three bandits rob anyone they meet. Even the law enforcement team is not spared. Truly brutal. At this time, the three were still walking arrogantly in Luo Mountain. Other freshmen were sneaking, hating that they couldn't dig a tunnel into the academy. Comparing with them. Completely two extremes. At this time, after dealing with a few seniors, the three's eyes fell on a tall and straight male student. Hair white as snow. Male student with eyes like torches, carrying a long sword on his back. Standing there like a sharp, precious sword. sword chi radiating around his body. Wang Lin stared at him, glanced a few times, then said, 7-star Chi Blood Realm. Seems to be a freshman. His gaze also fell on him. This male student gave him a very strong feeling. Wu Tao frowned and asked, white hair, carrying a sword? You are Dongyu? He had seen the information about Dongyu in the freshman list. This person's cultivation is absolutely the highest among this year's freshmen. Already 7-star Chi Blood Realm. At the same time, also known as a rare talent existence. Able to fight across levels. Heard a sea of Chi Realm martial artist once died at his hands. Normally speaking, Dongyu's strength and talent were enough to enter Imperial University, but didn't know what trick the principal used to lure him to Luo City Technical College. A long time later, Dongyu spoke coldly. Leave the credits. He frowned hearing this, recalling Bai Qingyan's words. Seems the 7-star Chi Blood Realm person Bai Qingyan mentioned is this guy. Seeing the three silent, a sharp sword chi flashed in Dongyu's eyes. You're very strong, but not my opponents. Don't want to be eliminated. Leave the credits. The next moment, the sword on his back automatically flew into his hand, emitting a slight vibration, as if craving a battle. The three discussed. Fight. Handle him. Teach him how to be a person. In the very next second, the three acted simultaneously, rushing straight towards him. Seeing this, Dongyu sneered. The sword in his hand suddenly drew out. Sword chi immediately spread, extremely terrifying. Dongyu's swordsmanship had reached the level of sword chi perfection, about to touch the threshold of sword glare. Must admit, this talent, let alone in Luo City Technical College, even looking across all of Huaxia, is a very formidable existence. You are indeed very strong. But I said, you're not my opponents. My swordsmanship has reached sword chi perfection. Sword drawn must see blood. And meeting me, you are destined to be trampled under my feet. Truly knows how to show off. Wang Lin swung the horse-chopping saber down. They all knew he had comprehended sword glare, yet didn't show off like that. Sure enough, in the very next moment, he acted. Dragon Abyss glided out, turning into an afterimage, emitting sword chi directly shattering Dongyu's sword chi. Violent power even knocked Dongyu back several steps. Dragon Abyss out. 10,000 swords submit. Dongyu's face immediately changed drastically. Face full of horror. This is sword glare. Impossible. How can it be? Dongyu completely didn't expect this freshman, looking about his age, to have already comprehended sword glare, while he was only at sword chi great perfection. The gap is not small. Sword glare flashed past. Dongyu dodged awkwardly, but was still knocked down. Sword glare slashed across the body. He rolled on the ground. He knew very well, if he wanted to kill him, he would be dead already. He clasped his hands behind his back. Dragon Abyss hovering in front. Sword glare flowing, carrying a strong sense of oppression. I don't draw my sword easily. Drawing sword must see blood. He was originally known as the person most likely to succeed the Sword Heavenly King. Yet now, the swordsmanship he was proud of was defeated by a peer. Moreover, crushed. In an instant, Dongyu found it hard to accept in his heart. A mouthful of fresh blood spurted out. I thought you were strong. Unexpectedly, just a weakling. If you're weak, train more. Wang Lin and Wu Tao's words were extremely piercing, making Dongyu even angrier. Hand over the credits. Wang Lin rushed up to search directly. Dongyu was even angrier, swung the sword to slash. When had he ever suffered such humiliation? But in the very next moment, Wang Lin kicked him flying with one foot, not waiting for Dongyu to resist. Wu Tao also rushed up. This kind of person is damn lacking a beating. I've seen many. Beaten a few times and becomes obedient immediately. Two people joined hands to beat him up badly. Even fiercer than beating the seniors just now. Wang Lin even smashed 2 rocks. Dongyu lived worse than death. But luckily he didn't use the wrench. Just quietly looked at Dongyu, feeling a bit regretful for the talent. Dongyu's Kino talent is absolutely not weak. If he could be subdued, thinking inwardly, he transferred all 8,000 credits on Dongyu. Sword cultivator, yet mentality so weak. Can't stand this little blow? Then I think you should sell the sword and go sell tofu instead. After speaking, he prepared to leave. Result, he was immediately provoked by his words. Struggled to stand up, staring at him intently. Sooner or later there will be a day I surpass you, returning the humiliation of today. He smiled lightly, not bad. Having will is good, but I don't like it. Saying that, he ordered, "Beat him. Beat until he submits." Dong Yu was directly stunned. What kind of operation is this? Shouldn't it be you giving him a chance to challenge? Then his swordsmanship skyrockets, finally meeting for a decisive battle with no clear winner. Then, two people cherish each other? Why don't you play by the rules? The key is, you are a sword cultivator. What are you doing carrying a wrench? Next was another brutal beating. Dong Yu was directly beaten until he couldn't stand up. Clothes tattered, but he still refused to submit. Didn't even beg for mercy. Stubbornly didn't utter half a word. Until Wang Lin and Wu Tao were both tired of beating. Worried about beating this brat to death, only then did they stop. Wu Tao wiped sweat from his forehead and said, "I admit defeat. Respect you as a hero. Tired today. Wait until entering the academy. Beat you every time we meet. Don't believe can't beat you into submission. Let's go. Not much time left. Should enter the academy. The academy gate still has a pass called Crossing Dragon Pass. This is the hardest pass in the entrance exam. But there are benefits too. Maybe can take this opportunity to break through. Heard there are also seniors taking this opportunity to temper themselves. Seeking breakthrough opportunities. Cannot waste it," Wang Lin said, glancing at Dong Yu again. Then took out the rag, stuffing Dong Yu's mouth. Threw it aside. Prepared to leave. He stopped walking. Eyes sharp. "Everyone's seen enough, come out. Want to rob credits, or do what? Why not be direct? Hiding and shrinking. There are no foreign devils here." He just finished speaking. Someone stepped out. It was Lu Qingfeng, Jiang Sini, and Mo Hong Kong. 3 people leading teams, totaling about 30 people. Directly surrounding the 3 of them. Lu Qingfeng smiled. "You're Su Chun, right? 6-star Qi blood realm, yet able to beat seniors badly. Truly very good." Mo Hong Kong said with a slightly surprised voice. "Truly has some skill. Actually able to hang and beat seniors. This is the first time seniors were robbed back by freshmen. Beaten like dogs. This matter spreading out. We seniors really have no face to stay anymore. Especially seeing he had already comprehended sword glare. Made him feel even more surprised. Handsome and capable like this. Junior, do you have a girlfriend?" Jiang Sini smiled lightly and stepped out. Dressed in white. She is the goddess in the hearts of many at Luo City Technical College. He was not afraid at all. Dragon Abyss vibrated in front of him, ready to unleash a fierce blow at any time. "So what? You want to stand up for that bunch?" Lu Qingfeng laughed awkwardly. Not exactly standing up. This is the rule of Luo City Technical College for many years. Moreover, to tell the truth, we seniors are very poor. Poor as church mice. And Junior has at least over 30,000 credits on him. Hard for us not to be moved. Word just fell. Lu Qingfeng didn't talk martial ethics. Acted first. Figure moved. Engaging Wu Tao. With his 6-star C of Qi realm cultivation. Originally thought he could crush Wu Tao. Unexpectedly, Wu Tao could actually not fall into a disadvantage. But Lu Qingfeng was not an ordinary person either. Relying on superb techniques and cultivation to suppress Wu Tao, very quickly gained the initiative, starting to force Wu Tao into defense. Mo Hong Kong said, "Be careful a bit. These 2 brats, although not as perverted as Su Chun, but can absolutely be evaluated as rare talents. Don't be careless. Just speaking." His eyes narrowed. Wang Lin had rushed up. The others didn't act. Just watched silently. After all, a bunch of seniors dealing with a few freshmen having to go together would truly lose value. Jiang Sini's voice was seductive. Acted first. "Looks like I have to fight Junior." Junior remembered to show mercy. Cherished the flower and jade. Her weapon was a small dagger. In Jiang Sini's hand, agile as a spirit. He narrowed his eyes. Jiang Sini's cultivation was also a 5-star C of Qi realm. Absolutely not weak. In the very next second, 2 people engaged. Jiang Sini was extremely shocked in her heart. His swordsmanship is indeed not weak, but still too green. Her dagger was unbelievably agile, sticking close to the Dragon Abyss sword as if glued, sliding along the sword body toward his hand, directly forcing him to let go of the sword. Jiang Sini saw Dragon Abyss fall to the ground. Couldn't help but smile lightly. Seems Junior is still too green. But the next second, she felt something smashing toward her. She instinctively defended, but Dragon Abyss sword entangled her, making her hands unable to escape. Looking up, she saw him holding a large wrench smashing down. Already impossible to dodge. Pop! A sound. Jiang Sini retreated several steps. only felt darkness before her eyes. Head spinning. Falling to the ground, Jiang Sini completely couldn't understand. He actually used a wrench. Actually carried a wrench on him. What made her even more unexpected was he didn't know how to cherish flowers and jade at all. Even she, a girl, was not spared. Seeing Jiang Sini completely fainted, he turned around and grabbed Dragon Abyss, rushing straight towards Lu Qingfeng. Seeing this, Lu Qingfeng's eyes were solemn. Didn't expect Jiang Sini to be defeated so quickly, although he was forcing Wu Tao into defense, but couldn't defeat Wu Tao either. Now, adding another person. In an instant, he was conversely forced into passivity, falling into a disadvantage. The remaining seniors, seeing this, intended to rush up to help, but were stopped by Lu Qingfeng. If dealing with a few freshmen required going together, even winning wouldn't be glorious. After speaking, Lu Qingfeng exhaled. Aura cold. An unparalleled momentum radiated from him. Mo Hong Kong glanced over, feeling a bit surprised. This guy was forced to use that move? He knew Lu Qingfeng's strength too well, yet now forced by two freshmen to use his trump card martial skill. This is a high-level mystic rank martial skill. In the entire Luo City Technical College, only one person can barely suppress this move of Lu Qingfeng. At this time, Wu Tao and his attack rushed over. Immediately, a violent explosion sounded. Immediately after, a blinding light engulfed him and Wu Tao. Everyone thought the two of them were about to be defeated. But in the next second, a resounding cry rang out. Carignan en parallèle d'aura. The light trembled. Lu Qingfeng's expression changed drastically. He once again felt a wave of dangerous energy wash over him. The next moment, the light was directly shattered. His attack was instantly reduced to dust. Immediately after, a massive fish swam through the air. Its colossal body moved with surprising agility. It was formed entirely from sword energy. Then, under Lu Qingfeng's astonished gaze, it directly swallowed him whole. However, the great fish didn't stop, instead charging towards Mo Hong Kong. Seeing this, Mo Hong Kong's face turned pale with fright. He continuously retreated, but the great fish's speed was incredible. In the blink of an eye, it had swallowed him as well. At this moment, all the senior students present were terrified. What kind of technique was this? How could it be so horrifying? But before they could recover their senses, the great fish was already charging at them. However, at this moment, his face was a little pale. It was a sign of exhaustion. After all, this was the first time he had used the free and easy sword art at full power. This was a heaven-tier martial skill. Throughout all of Huaxia, it was considered extremely precious. If word of it got out, it would surely cause a storm of bloodshed. Countless top-tier experts would fight to the death for it. As expected, the senior students present were all swallowed whole. Lu Qingfeng and the others fell to the ground, their clothes stained red with blood. This was because he had held back his killing intent, only inflicting some injuries on them. They weren't serious. Otherwise, they would all be dead by now. Wang Lin and Wu Tao were shaken to their core. They were at a loss for words. They looked at him with complex emotions. They knew his strength surpassed theirs, but they never imagined that they were on completely different levels. They could hold their own against people like Lu Qingfeng and Mo Hong Kong, but they could only barely defend themselves. It wouldn't have been long before they were defeated. And yet, he used only a single sword strike. A single strike that directly defeated Lu Qingfeng and Mo Hong Kong, along with all the other senior students. Is this his true power? At the same time, on the highest peak of Luo Mountain, an old man stood there. There was a hint of surprise in his eyes. That was at least a high-grade Earth-tier martial skill. What is this kid's background? Su-chun, is it? It seems this batch of new students has a few decent prospects. The old men standing behind him had all witnessed the scene just now. Their eyes also carried a deep sense of shock. Too strong. That's no longer a martial skill that someone in the blood chi realm can execute. A demonic talent. This Su-chun can absolutely be considered a demonic talent. A 6-star blood chi realm cultivator crushing a 6-star chi si realm cultivator. Even throughout the entire Imperial Academy, it would be hard to find such a demonic talent. But wasn't it said that Su-chen's foundation was damaged? Looking at him now, he doesn't seem injured at all. While the old men were discussing, Wang Lin had already quickly transferred all the academic credits from the student cards of Lu Qingfeng and the others. Seeing the number of 130,000 credits just added to his card, He was completely stunned. There's so much, Wang Lin said excitedly. Ah, we're rich. We're rich. Adding our previous credits. We now have a total of 160,000 academic credits. The effort they put in was roughly the same, so the difference in their shares wasn't too large. Each person received over 50,000 academic credits. How large was this number? How wealthy were they now? Forget the senior students. Looking across the entire Luo City Martial Academy, was there anyone who had so many academic credits? Afterward, according to the records, Wang Lin and Wu Tao each received 50,000 academic credits. He received 60,000. Regarding this arrangement, Wang Lin and Wu Tao had no objections. If it weren't for him just now, they probably would have been robbed clean by the senior students, let alone obtain so many academic credits. At this moment, he glanced at the sun. It was about to set. Let's go. Time is almost up. With that, the three of them headed up Luo Mountain. Soon, the three of them arrived at the main gate of Luo City Martial Academy. But upon seeing the dilapidated gate, the corner of his mouth twitched. Is this really an academy? Why does it look more like a haunted school? Below the school gate, a number of new students were struggling to walk, as if they were enduring immense pressure. Every step was incredibly difficult. Sweat dripped from their brows. Some collapsed directly onto the ground, unable to move. I can't take it anymore. They were dragged away by members of the enforcement team. Others successfully entered the academy, shouting in excitement. This is the final trial. The Dragon Gate. It's said to be a relic left from the peak era of Luo City Martial Academy. The pressure it exerts is different for each person who enters. Wang Lin's gaze was solemn. He slung the horse-slaying saber onto his back, and then stepped forward. Seeing Wang Lin advance, Wu Tao also stepped up. If they could pass this place, they would officially become students of Luo City Martial Academy. He looked around, noticing that the number of students had decreased significantly. They must have been eliminated on Luo Mountain. But the upcoming Dragon Gate was the most difficult part, with the highest elimination rate. There was about half an hour left until sunset. Anyone who failed to enter Luo City Martial Academy by then would be considered eliminated. Inside Luo City Martial Academy, Bai Qingyan was relieved to see him arrive safely at the gate. The heart that was in her throat finally relaxed a little. Thank goodness you didn't run into those 3 new student bandits. At this moment, he also decisively stepped forward. But the instant he reached the gate, he immediately felt a heavy, mountain-like pressure weighing down on him, causing his body to sink slightly. So there's something to this, but it's not unbearable. After adapting for a moment, he lifted his feet and quickly moved forward. Of the 50-meter distance, he quickly covered 40 meters, directly surpassing both Wang Lin and Wu Tao. The two of them silently cursed, "What a freak," and continued to endure the pressure. Slowly advancing, the remaining new students were all astonished. I thought I was the only one feeling this pressure. Bai Qingyan was also completely stunned. In less than a minute, he had reached the end of the path. The pressure here was the strongest, but to him, it felt like nothing. So, he turned around and walked back. This action directly stunned everyone. He only needed one more step to succeed. But who would have thought he'd turn back? Moreover, he started running on it. That's right, he was literally running. These actions. Of course, he wasn't doing this just to show off. He was doing it to